kids that are going to be running to hockey, soccer. You're going to be on the go. Do not forget about us. Get your tickets now. Ask about the 50-50. How about 100 50-50 tickets for $100? So for $350, you've got all the bases covered. It's the Broncos, strictly cash lottery. All the subsidiary draws are cash. Monster 50-50 and more. Check out and do some e-commerce at HumboldtBroncos.com, or better yet, talk to one of our great volunteers. By the way, Kay has said the 50-50 is at $80,000 right now and climbing. 1-844-726-2026. 1-844-726-2026.
Weather tonight, partly cloudy, low down to -8. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny and a high up to 11. Tomorrow night, clear, low down to 2. Looking at Saturday, partly sunny and a high of 15 degrees. Sunday, mainly cloudy and a high of 7. And then starting the week on Monday, sun and cloud and a high of 6. Currently in downtown Regina, mostly cloudy, and it is 5 degrees.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Thursday edition of the Sports Cage for Access Communications. Thank you for making time, however you are listening or watching this program across Saskatchewan, across the country, and as we find out, we have people that listen around the world. We're going to be 3 hours for you. What do we got? Well, it's the Masters. Hello, friends. The Masters started today. It's on right now in Augusta, Georgia. Let's have some fun with that. Of course, we're going to tell you who's leading. A couple of my ponies are looking all right. We're getting to the betting side of things. WHL playoffs start tomorrow. We're going to have some fun with that. If you're watching the stream, you see my lid. Fine folks from this certain team sent it to me last year, so I'm going to wear it. And tomorrow I'll wear the other teams. NHL last night, Oilers win. We'll touch on that a bit. Did you see, speaking of the Masters, did anyone see Jack Nicklaus's shot out there in the first tee today? Oh boy. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often, but we're trying to see if we can show that to you if you're watching the stream. If not, we'll paint the picture as we do. SJHL last night was interesting to say the least. Everything's even, Steven. Benny Walchuk, the SJHL report's coming up in hour 1. I think we still have a Sports Cage SJHL hat to give away. We're going to give one of the, Colson remind me, we'll give that away when we do the SJ report. Clutch Performer NASCAR report. Arash Madani's at 4:35, half hour later today, but Arash will be in. He's walked the grounds of Augusta. I got questions about that. Hour 3, Glen Suitor, and then we got an interview. Dave Thomas, Davey, or as I found out, what do they call him? Chippy? Somebody in Saskatoon, one of his nicknames is Chippy. He sits down with Kevin Pillar, former major leaguer. They have a nice sit down. That's coming up in hour 3. Again, the program's for Access Communications. All of our guests join us on the Western Pizza guest hotline. Western Pizza, perfect pizza, generous amount of toppings, and then all the Greek food and favorites that you love, like souvlaki salad, and don't sleep on the lasagna. You are welcome to participate. The regulars, let's go. We need you today because the question and the debate and what we're going to have, you're going to want to get in on at 936-6262, Prairie Land Rentals, 600 Albert Street. You get to deal with the owner, whatever you need for renting, maybe that spring project, they have it at Prairie Land Rentals. Good chance they have it anyway. 600 Albert Street, you can call them. Stop by. Coffee's always on. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true, but I'm saying maybe the coffee's on. Sharky's back with me today. He was in yesterday, and he's back on Thursday. And when Sharky is in that seat, he is for Flooring Superstore, Trent Dickin and his team, over 20 years in the biz. I sent him a text being like, what do you want us to push? You got any deals, any specials? It's cabin season.
Get your cabin ready. Get some new flooring in there.
New flooring in the cabin.
Right? Whether you want a lino, whatever you want. Carpet, right?
Wall-to-wall carpet.
Wall-to-wall, especially in the bathroom. Put it in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. My Baba used to have
shag
carpet, and then I remember the seat had some sort of shag thing that you had to lift up, and then a real padded seat. It was in Walchuk, Saskatchewan.
That sounds pretty fancy.
What about carpet on the ceiling in the attic? Have you seen that?
Why would you put carpet in the attic?
It was a thing where you'd have like a little attic space that they would turn into a room, and you'd carpet the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen some houses from the 70s and 80s with that.
Well, if you need it, go to Flooring Superstore. If you need to carpet the attic, go see the boys. Park in our
It'd be a dust problem, wouldn't it?
You would think there'd be issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
936-6262.
Let us know if you've carpeted
anyone out
the
there
attic.
rocking an attic with carpet on the ceiling.
Yeah. We can help you out.
Can you let us know? All right. SJHL last night. I just want to cover this because we are local and we love covering local and everything local. Game's tight on Tuesday, and then last night we got a 5-2 Weyburn win
and a 7-2 Yorkton win. A blowout.
I haven't looked that deep into it. I was actually thinking, I'm like, I want to get home. I want to try and watch this. Flin Flon, they started the scoring, 1-0, and then Weyburn, boom, 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 boom. Weyburn takes a 5-1 lead, and they end up winning 5-2. Shots, Flin Flon had 41, so shout out to Weyburn's Joey Roca, 39 saves. Travis's great nephew, Charlie, stopped 29 in net for Flin Flon. But that series is now deadlocked.
2-2.
Load up the lung.
We're headed back to the Flon.
Flin Flon, when they were budgeting at the beginning of this year, I wonder if they went, okay, we should budget in our playoff gap. Well, what do you think Diesel's going to be at in April? Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's hovering,
pretty stable right now.
It's hovering around 138, 140. Yeah, let's worst case 145. Okay, what are we thinking for road trips? Well, maybe one long one.
Yeah.
Maybe we got to go somewhere.
We won't have to play Nipawin and then Flin Flon.
And then someone in the back's like, well, what if we have to play Estevan and Weyburn? Like, shut up. That's never going to happen. What if gas is what if diesel's near $2? $2. Hey, that's not going to happen. Well, that's what's happening.
Welcome to Flin Flon. Yeah,
they got a new bus though. They got a new finally did get a new ride.
They said they needed an upgrade. They got it done,
and it's getting miles.
Yeah,
miles are put on. So then everything breaks until Saturday, which is good because the WHL starts Friday.
Yeah.
So the SJHL is not stupid. They know what they're doing. Then on the other side of things last night, as you mentioned, Sharky, we had Yorkton kind of laying it to
They did.
Battlefords.
They woke up and said, North Battleford, this is not your series. We want to be back in this. 7-2, 2-0 after 1, 5-1 after 2, coasted from there. Yorkton really played their best game of the series right there, and now Battleford's got to go back on the road to see if they can get themselves ahead again. So, yeah.
Gavin Bartha, 2 goals for Yorkton. Caleb Krieg, the win in net. Yeah, so they it says the attendance was 1431 in the old Access Communication Center, and that place would be good. I saw a picture of let's go to what Weyburn.
It would be good.
I saw a picture of the Weyburn crowd last night. Again, I was going to try and watch that game online. Didn't happen, but I was like, oh man, yeah, that looks all kinds of fun.
Yeah.
Playoff atmosphere, packed.
Love SJHL playoff rinks. Love them. Yeah.
Speaking of, that's why I'm wearing the lid. And here's the question for today.
All right.
We need people out there, a lot of you regulars that text in, and then anybody else. 936-6262. I've made it known I grew up in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Yep.
Spent the better parts of 20, let's say, call it 25, with some moving away, in and out and all that. Better parts of 25 years, 26 years. Moved away for a bit, moved back, moved away for a bit, moved back. Prince Albert is, now that it's double lane, like you can make from North Saskatoon, you can make Paradise in just over an hour.
Yeah, it's not bad enough. Yeah.
Like double lane. RC is usually pretty good. You're not going too crazy.
Don't get nuts, but you can go.
Sometimes you might want to stop though. They got that nice my wife, that little setup they got at Rostern.
Yes.
The nice Mennonite family that sets up there. That always takes probably 20 minutes out. Maybe grab a slice. But it's so close. Now the rivalries that happen between Prince Albert and Saskatoon, there's been some really good fastball ones back in the day, but the WHL
even high school sports
and PA is they've never, since they changed everything to where it's like 4A, 5, 6A, like they made it a little more even. That was very smart. Yeah. Because back in the day, it was like Carleton against Holy Cross. Well, good luck.
Yeah, they're in tough.
Yeah.
They were in tough a lot. Yeah.
So, but the rivalry of the Blades and Raiders. So then I had to start digging up and go on, okay, well, when do I remember the Blades and Raiders going at it? And it was 1992. I remember 1995.
Okay, 92. Would that have been?
Let's start pulling up names for the people.
Would that have been the first round or the second round?
Oh, I have this information somewhere.
No, 91 was the last year I was in the league.
1992, the Blades won the East Division final 4-2.
Okay.
Let's get some names out. You get the Prince Albert. You can work a keyboard. 1992-93 Saskatoon Blades. See that? I know 95 Mark Dale, Frank Banham.
Yep.
92. Oh,
Nelsons were gone and Madani was gone.
You look it up. Look up Prince Albert. Look up Prince Albert Raiders 92-93. Here are some of the beauties on the Saskatoon Blades. And my boys, like they know this. Ryan Fujita, 110 points that year. Shane Calder. I remember his hockey card had bad hair. 85 points. Mark Watton just dropped into the Legends category of the Blades. Frank Banham was young. Derek Tibbett, Sean Yakomission, Clark Wilm, Jason Duda, Rhett Warner on the back end, 68 points. Chad Allen, shout out Davidson, Saskatchewan, was there. But the goaltender that made it all work for the Blades that year, 1992, was Norm Miracle.
Yep.
He was good.
He was good.
He was good. What do you got for names? 92-93 Raiders.
Well,
Shane Toporowski?
Shane Toporowski. Van Burgess. Van Burgess was the leading scorer there. Toporowski. Dennis Peterson. Dean McCammon.
I was just going to say, was Dean McCammon.
McCammon was there.
Man, was he good.
Dwayne Maruschak.
Blonde hair guy.
Maruschak. Shane Zeleniak. Jared Bednar.
Betsy.
Bednar was there.
He's been on the program.
Yep. Who else we got as we get on? Troy Jurtis, Barkley Swenson, Darren Perkins, Shane Knighty.
Yeah,
was a 16-year-old from Neepawa, Manitoba.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was some names, and their goaltender is a name that I would not have got in a million years.
Okay, hold on. 92-93 Prince Albert Raiders. Was he famous?
No, I don't know. Hang on, I'm even trying to find if he played after this.
He's done.
Yeah, he was
Called
done.
or quits after you lose.
Yeah. Stan
Reddick?
Matwitju.
No.
From Windsor, Ontario.
How does a kid from Windsor end up in Prince Albert?
Got on the wrong bus.
So that was 92-93.
92-93. What's your next year?
94-95, which I remember, like I said, Mark Dale, Paul Butchkowski, Frank Banham, Shane Calder, they lit the lamp often. But the Raiders in 95 won the East Division semifinal 4 games to rip. Pull up Prince Albert Raiders 94-95. I'm thinking Toporowski.
Still there. Yeah. He's a 19-year-old.
McCammon gone?
McCammon is gone. Yeah. Paul Healy was the leading scorer.
Paul Healy.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul Healy, Steve Kelly, Dennis Peterson, Russell Hogue, Mike McCann, Brad Church. Shane
I was just going to
Willis.
say, I was going to say Brad Church's era. 90 was still there.
Yeah.
There would have been some young, who was the Herms boy? Craig Hordell was the goal.
Yeah.
Hordell.
He was one of the two. They split it pretty even, the two goalies. Split it pretty even, 36 and 35 games.
So the question I have is, I know this rivalry. PA Saskatoon. 936-6262. What are the other really good Sasky rivalries? I remember when I was working at Global Sports, Saskatoon Television, with 30-minute show, Harry and I, so much fun, and Woodsy and Krawchuk and Adam and Plaster, they would send up the highlights. We got to look this up. They would send up the Moose Jaw
Regina
highlights.
Yes.
Moose Jaw Regina highlights. And it was Crush Can.
Oh, but it goes... I think the when the rivalry really took off is when Theron Fleury was playing for Moose Jaw.
Ooh, explain.
Well, he was just a pain in everybody's side back then. Scored a couple of goals, hot dogged them a little bit. The Pats were one of the best teams in the country at that time. Fleury was the leader of Moose Jaw, along with Mike Keane. And that's when the rivalry started. People hated Theron Fleury here. Hated him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Moose Jaw Warriors, Red Pats, according to Google, have met in the WHL playoffs 4 times.
That's not as many.
In the history since 1984. 85 would that 86? They went back-to-back years.
Did they? And then it didn't happen till like 2000 or something.
96.
96? That's when Josh Holden got hurt. He got his arm cut, awkward fall, and a skate cut his arm. Wow, what a memory I got.
And then 2017.
Yeah, just recently. Yeah.
So that's a good one. Prince Albert, Saskatoon, Regina, Moose Jaw, WHL. For me,
Swift Current Moose Jaw was a rivalry too. I don't know how many times they've played each other.
Yeah. See, I got fortunate enough to live in the great city of Swift Current for a bit when they were making their run. They didn't play Moose Jaw in the playoffs. I don't remember Moose Jaw being
a problem.
The thick rivalry.
Yeah.
Swift
so was
Current,
it Medicine Hat?
No one really. Like, it was kind of whoever. And hey, 936-6262 Swifty, Southwestern Saskatchewan. If you think I'm wrong, fire away.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I think there was a time, there was a few years at the Blades and Brandon.
Yes.
So this was the Jordan Tutu, Wasey Rabbit, Warren Peters, and there was a big rivalry there.
Because they were 1-2 in the league for a while, right?
Fabricated, a bit, which was fine. Swifty, though?
Never really had that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lethbridge, we're staying Sasky here. Lethbridge Medicine Hat
is a big
for
one,
sure.
Without a doubt.
But I don't know if the Saskatoon PA would take a back seat to Regina Moose Jaw playoffs.
Now, if we're just talking Western League, I think Saskatoon PA is ahead just because of the number of times they played.
Okay. If
we include the SJHL, it's Highway 10 and it's Highway 39. Weyburn, Estevan, Yorkton, Melville. Those were the two rivalries.
That's what I wanted to get. That's what I wanted to get in. That's what I want to get into.
Yeah,
like that. We got to go to Melville, Yorkton last year, a game.
It was great,
and then they played again this year. Awesome. Mm-hmm. Never been fortunate enough to go to an Estevan Weyburn.
Unbelievable.
Is it?
Yeah, unbelievable in the playoffs. Yeah, everybody travels.
Yeah, single lane highways.
And Melfort and Nipawin have the same thing.
Well, see, that's the Melfort Nipawin, from what I remember, You got Melfort Humboldt can get it on.
They can.
You got Nipawin Humboldt can get it on, and it's like that triangle. The old center 4 league, as I used to call it, the center 4 league.
That's what it was, wasn't it? Wasn't it center 4?
We should get Teterenko on. I should give him a shout. And every time we get together, we chat with
We'd
some
have
of the
to
old
beep
banter.
him constantly, wouldn't we? They can go the whole show without.
But yeah, Melfort and Humboldt, Melfort, Nipawin, yes. Here's another one that I think, you got to go minor hockey,
Okay.
or senior.
Okay.
Rosetown Kindersley.
Doozy in senior.
Yeah, they both. Kindersley hates Roscoe. If you're out there, Kindersley, I know, hates the fact that Rosetown calls their rink the Banner Barn. Because then they
really?
go, hold the phones. Have you seen the banners hanging in our barn?
Yeah.
I know that for a fact. So that's a good one. Battleford?
I don't know that they I mean, Lloyd was in for a while. That would have been their closest one when the Lancers played up there. But it's my one SJHL preseason game was losing in Lloydminster with the Battleford Barons back in the day.
Oh, maroon jerseys?
So, whatever they were, grape, maroon, rust.
Man.
Yeah, they were awful.
I think they went back to that.
They might have done it as a promo, but yeah. They were the Stars the next year. Yeah.
Tamara from Calgary, texting in, Prairie Land Rentals text line. Pats at Raiders had a thick rivalry 95-96. Brandon, PA, 93-94. Okay. Tamara knows her stuff. Good job.
Well, Tamara,
Tamara.
90-91 and 91-92, the Pats played the Raiders. 89-90 and 90-91, the Pats played the Raiders. Eastern Conference semifinal, Raiders won in 7. Then in the first round of the next year, the Raiders were the way better team. Pats were seeded 5th. Raiders were seeded number 1, I believe, and the Pats knocked them off in a best of 5.
Rich from Shellbrook says, hands down, PA Saskatoon. So
I would think so, yeah.
Rich is probably making the twirl into PA to watch. You got to get tickets to the Hauser. I said we were going to go do the show.
I'm ready.
From the Hauser.
I'm ready.
What's tomorrow? Friday. What are you doing? Oh, can boot up to Saskatoon.
Figure out the show?
Or to PA. We went through Saskatoon.
Yeah.
Stop at Sardinia's and then keep going north. Regina all day long. Better rivalry.
Not in the they haven't had the playoff rounds. They don't have the history.
Those ones would have had to have been good.
They were.
KD, back in the day, late 70s before PA went dub, but Humboldt, Broncos, Raiders. KD going way back.
That would have been
boy,
good.
KD.
Yeah, that would have been good. Yeah.
Yes.
Because the Raiders were the best team in the country at that time in Junior A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
dominated for
wagon
years.
towned
Yeah.
for like 4 or 5 years. And then Swift was before that. Wasn't Swift when they were in the SJ?
No, I don't think they were as dominant.
Maybe they were just mean.
They were mean.
Maybe it was just mean.
I know a guy, good story of a friend of mine playing for Weyburn, goes into Swift, and they're warming up the backup goalie with Weyburn's net.
Oh, yeah.
They had to go get their net back before warm-up started.
I don't know if
that was a kook show.
Kyle McIntyre told that story on the Nooner, or Darren Kimball, or and there was what's his name, Dwayne Jorgensen, I think was one of the big tough guys.
Could have been. I got to look that team up.
Cal says Prince Albert, Saskatoon. He's really, really looking forward to it. 936-6262. What are the good Sasky rivalries? There's some that we're forgetting, and we'll take all kinds. Like they might go Kelvington, Langenberg, Bantam, what? Fire away.
Yeah.
Let us know. There's some good high school football ones, as we found out.
Yep.
Some really good 6-a-side, 9-a-side.
Love them.
And then there'll be some good. What's some of the best senior ones that you remember? Senior hockey ones.
Well, when I was coaching Cupar, Raymore, Cupar, Southey, Those were when I was coaching QPAR, those were the two biggest ones.
Well, yeah, so for sure.
Yeah, Southie without a doubt. But Ray Moore and us were 1-2 in the league for a bit there, and those were big games. Those were extra big games.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I was fortunate enough to play in a Christmas classic, Abbey versus Cabry. Oh yeah,
Herbert Morse.
Why wouldn't
I heard those games didn't end well.
Up north, you would have some doozies. We talked about the Rosetown Kindersley, but I think it was it Dinsmore, Lorburn? Oh, who was? Yeah. There was some, because you had Conquest, the Joyce boys from Conquest. It was like, how many guys are they? They're only dressing 9 guys. 5 of them are brothers, and they're like, it's like Big John. Big John.
And they collectively weighed just under 1,800 pounds.
Yeah, it was like, I remember playing against the Joyce boys. It's like, you look back, and some of I got to hit against Gene McWillie, the legendary fastball.
You got to swing. You didn't hit it.
Man, I wish I could remember. It was at a tournament in Hawarden, Saskatchewan. It was our bantam team, and our coach entered us in a special men's tournament. And it's like, we're all getting driven out by our mums and dads. And then we get out there, and all these guys, there's a beer gardens, and they're ripping darts. And we're playing against men. And they're like, you know how it was? It was like T-shirt and pants and cleats. And guys probably playing with a dart, where we all have full jerseys and everything, and it's like we're playing against these kids. But I got to play against Gene McWillie.
That's quite a story.
I remember it might have been one of the first rise balls I've ever seen, and it was like, where did that ball come from? It started down here, it ended up in my eyes. And then I got to play against the Joyce brothers from Conquest, and man, I don't even know if they wore shoulder pads.
Probably didn't need to.
Big mitts on the one guy. I don't know. I think I shook his hand at one point, and I was like, that guy's hands was like...
He'd punch my whole face.
Like a giant. Like the Beanstalk story.
He'd punch my whole face at one time.
And it would roll down the road to Lorburn.
There's going to be some good ones from down the southwest there.
We got... Chikai. Text line. Prairie Land Rentals... Chad says, Radville Nationals, Milestone Flyers, Sioux Line, back in the 90s.
You know what?
Lounge, you like that one?
I did color for Sioux Line when I was at CFSL.
So did I. I did play-by-play, too. I love doing play-by-play in Radville because you just called first names. Because there was only 3 last names on the team. So you couldn't go random Brassa, Van de Sype to Larson. You had to go by first names.
Well, that's like Round Lake. The Round Lake, there's so many bears.
Yeah, you got to go first names.
Yeah, Valdez to Kirk to Herb.
The Colts and the Yellowgrass Arrows, or the Avonlea Arrows.
Avonlea Arrows.
Played for them, too. Yeah, played for Avonlea.
KD's getting in on it again here. Senior, early 80s, the Coteau Hills, Conquest Merchants, Kyle Elks, Merchants versus the Outlook Comets. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Conquest. KD, do you remember the Joyce boys?
The Joyce boys.
Man. 936-6262. Vanden Sipes.
Van de Sype.
That's what Chad just texted in.
Van de Sype.
Van de Sipes.
There was only 3 names. Van de Sype, Brassa, and Larson. That's all it was.
Okay, and we teased this before we go to break here. We teased this yesterday on the show. We got a giveaway.
Yeah.
Sportscage giveaway.
That wasn't too far off.
We're giving away a hat later. We like to give away tickets here and there. But I said, let's come up with something.
You've really gone into the tickle.
Let's come up with something. Classic Landscape Company partnered with them. We went to them and said, hey, what do you think about giving away a backyard putting green? Because they do good work. Classic Landscape Company. They said, let's go. Let's do it. So the Sports Cage is giving you a chance to win a backyard putting green installed by the Classic Landscape Company. You're going to have to listen for the daily keyword every show for a shot of being one of the qualifiers. When you hear the keyword, text it in to 936-6262. Grand prize winner will be announced Friday, May 1st. Classic Landscape Company, backyard putting green. That is your tease. I will have the keyword coming up at some point in the first hour. How about that? We do that?
I love it. And I can't win, right?
I don't think so. I don't think you're allowed. We give you a hat, and we're in trouble for that. So putting green would be in...
And you know what? Somebody wanted it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you give it to him?
Of course I did.
Vandensipes?
No, it wasn't a Vandensite. Or a Larson.
SJHL reports coming up. It's the Sports Cage on Thursday for Access Communications. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Perry Nias. I'm glad you're listening because this station, 620 CKRM, turns 100 this year, riding shotgun through harvest, highways, and home games, which means somewhere along the way, you've got a story. Whatever it is, we want to hear it. Leave a voicemail at 306-546-6230. 620 CKRM, 100 years young and just getting warmed up.
620 CKRM on location.
And a good afternoon. We're going to get you back to the cage, and we're going to get into some more sports talk here real quick. Speaking of sports, here's a great lottery that's been around for some time. It's got a good history behind it. We've created a lot of our 620 CKRM listeners as winners, and maybe this is your year. I've always said nothing ventured, nothing gained, so you got to get on board and just think of it as giving back. Show your love, Saskatchewan. Get your ticket, help out the Humboldt Broncos organization, and a chance to win $100,000 and more. We're just getting started Saturday. We got the grand prize draw. We got all those subsidiary draws. A massive 50-50, and the tickets are right. 5 for $250, or you can get 150 tickets for $100. And we appreciate your support in the past. We'd love to get you on board this year. All the draws, Saturday afternoon at 2. You can check out the website, HumboldtBroncos.com, if you want to use e-commerce. And we'd love to get you on the phone right now. 1-844-726-2026. 1-844-726-2026.
Hey, Clyde, where are you getting your diesel parts from? Well, the dealer, of course. Are you nuts? Smoke'em Diesel can save you a ton of cash.
Smoke'em Diesel can supply you with turbos, injectors, injection pumps, anything diesel related. They don't sell junk. Construction, agriculture semi, pickup truck, and all European diesel. Find them on Facebook or call 306-545-5911 for all your diesel needs.
Spring's finally here.
Spring in Regina? I'll believe it when I'm sitting on a patio.
Then let's get to Pump Jacks. Patio's open.
Open now?
Yep, Sunday brunch, daily food, and drink specials.
Hold on, brunch and a patio?
And weekly live entertainment.
All right, that's not spring. That's a lifestyle.
On the corner of Albert and 13th, Pump Jack's Cathedral Saloon and Steakhouse. Come early, stay late. The place where friends meet.
Sask Lotteries has over 50 years of winning behind us. And you know what that means? Lots of winning numbers. Numbers like over 1,200 organizations funded and 12,000 plus groups supported. $6 million given away annually in community grants. And the winningest number of all? $1.4 billion given back to the people of Saskatchewan through sport, culture, and recreation. And we're just getting started. Learn more at sasklotteries.ca.
Bill just called. He said the Thompsons are going already.
Really? Here I am. I'm still deciding if I should replace my openers.
Morning, gentlemen. Looking for Dave. I've got your new openers.
He brought Andrew. Time to listen.
Follow me to the farm. I'll show you how to install them so your field's ready before anyone else.
Don't wait to fall behind. Check your openers and get expert help from Andrew or your local Dutch dealer. Dutch Agriculture. Precision where it counts. Visit DutchOpeners.com. Dutch Agriculture on farm for you.
Time now for the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League reports with Benny Walchuk on the Sports Cage. The SJHL report is brought to you by Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor, GP Financial Services, and Aviso Wealth. If you need a second opinion on your retirement plan, Chad and his local team are available for a no-obligation meeting.
I'm just looking at an online sprinkle I put on last night.
And?
Justin Rose, first-round leader, top 5. Rosie sitting third.
Yeah.
Come on, Rosie. Come on, Rosie. Hey, this guy got in at 5 a.m. on the bus. The life of a junior hockey player, coach, personnel, or Play-by-play guy Benny Walchuk's joining us for the SJHL report, brought to you by Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor for GP Financial Services and Avisa Wealth. Benny, it's they're living up to the hype, aren't they? The Final Four in the SJHL.
Yeah, it's been great. So you can't kind of play it out how it is right now. And both series have been back and forth, kind of jab back here, jab back the other way, and it's been great. And I'll just talking about our local series here, Yorkton. Yorkton had a tough, maybe it's games 2 and 3, but a big response for them in game number 4. Scored 7 times on Spencer Michnick in that hockey game, and just kind of got some momentum back and back to home ice. And then the other way, it's been kind of a goaltending series. Charlie Tritt of the Bombers have been good. His team wins. Joey Rocha for the Weyburn Red Wings plays good. They win. So it's been a heavyweight itself for both those matchups. But it's great to have them now. Once again, first off, game number 5 on Saturday in Flin Flon and Yorkton, but also guaranteeing game number 6, which is great too.
You know, Benny, we were talking earlier about different teams in the SJHL and different events. Do you ever remember in all the games you've called that the one team took the net of the other team prior to warm up the backup goalie?
That's not allowed anymore.
No. I heard that in stories back in the day, but I've never seen that in my years calling junior hockey. So some mind games between those two teams, but I'm not surprised that those two teams will be pulling that right now.
I love that.
We were joking about it earlier too at the start of the show. Flin Flon does have their new bus, new iron lung. They're rolling, new bone shaker. But I don't think when they sat down to budget things at the beginning of the year that they said, hey, 2 of the furthest trips is what we're going to do, and diesel's going to be pushing $2 a liter.
Oh, it's nuts. It's nuts. Even talking to Rob Hart, he's like, I might have to go down south twice with his voice he does like that. He was already worried about that before even this playoffs even started. But, it's now you're guaranteed to go back there another time here for game number 6. But, it's to be a bus operator or be a hockey team is definitely, it's a little bit more heftier with the prices these days.
Let's go to the series that you're covering a little bit more as kind of now that we're down to a best of 3. Is last change that big of a deal here? Are the teams deep enough where they can match up around the board?
You know what? I think it might be a little bit like Battleford. Last 2 games 3 and 4. Battleford tried to put their top line against the Yorkton top line, and in game 3 it worked like tremendously. Like they were in the face of the Terriers top unit, didn't allow them any chances, and I think they kept them off the board there in game 3. And then Terriers game 4, they did get a little bit offense, but it was on the power play. They scored 3 power play goals, so I think the matchup is key. I think Emery, when Lawson, the head coach of the Terriers, when he goes back for game 5 on Saturday, I think he's trying to get away from that matchup. I think his depth, he's got some guys that he likes that are hard to play against, his third unit that he wants to match up with those top guys. But did Yorkton, they kind of beat the crap out of Battleford a little bit. Josh Kittig, who's leading the league in scoring right now in the playoffs, he was banged up a little bit there in game number 4. Finley Klippenstein took a hit late in that game as well. So Terriers not only won the game, but I think they beat him up pretty good, and they got some momentum back. And it was much more pleasant of a long bus ride home last night with the win in Battleford's. And it's going to come down to goaltending. I know Callum Craig probably wasn't even at his best last night. They lost 7-2, but he allowed 2 goals that he probably wants back. And then the other side, Battleford's done something different. They haven't like Caden Serp was good in game number 3, and then they went back to Spencer Michnick in game 4. So they went back and forth all second half of the season and started this playoff. So I think that's going to go a little bit away from Connor Logan, but we'll see what happens. But I think Yorkton is back in the driver's seat. They're down to a best of 5 or best of 3, and now have 2 of those games at home ice. So I think they're in pretty good shape.
Weyburn and Flin Flon. Flin Flon dominated the league all year long. Weyburn kind of had a slump, maybe even a quiet spot as they headed into the playoffs. They've really rebounded. What do we expect for the last 3 games from these 2 clubs?
Yeah, you know what? Game 3, Sharky, I thought Flin Flon won. Game 3, I'm like, oh boy, this could go down in 5. Like I thought Flin Flon got the momentum, but hats off to the Red Wings. Like they got a great effort from Joey Rocha, and they scored a big third period where they scored 4 goals. And a guy that doesn't get talked about is Josh Sale, probably one of the most underrated players in the league. He had 4 points last night, and he kind of led them away. So maybe Weyburn didn't get as much credit after that Game 3 loss, but hey, they're in the final last year. They've been kind of battle tested. A lot of those guys played in that series last year, and I think they got the momentum back here for game number 5, and they proved like They went into Flin Flon, beat Flin Flon. They know they can beat there. They're going to have to win there at least one more time to advance on to the SJHL finals. So I think the momentum's there, and I think the momentum's back in the wavering direction. But just like Yorkton, I think Flin Flon's still pretty comfortable. When you only lose twice all year on home ice, and still you still feel pretty good though at the Whitney Forum.
Okay, we had a little bit of a debate here. Melville Yorkton aside, what is just a dandy? It could be football, could be hockey. What is a rivalry? Two towns, or maybe a couple that you've witnessed, that you've been a part, that we need to mention.
Oh my, that's a good one. Theodore Kenora is pretty good. That's been a pretty good matchup in senior hockey. Yeah, they're not too far away. Langenberg Churchbridge back in the day. Football, for high school football, Home Lake Malville's pretty one for my age. 6 aside, that's tough go. Indian Head, Fort Capel, they're close to 9 aside too. 12 aside, yeah. There's football wise, that's a tough question. Yeah, I think some of the cities, some of these, Yorkton Regional is not very well liked in the 12 aside football. So I think anybody that plays them is kind of a rivalry for them. So that's a good call. I'd say Malville Foam Lake, I've been a part of that on both sides, playing and coaching. That's a pretty good rivalry too. So I'll go with that. There's definitely
Theodore Kenora.
Yeah.
The Kishka Bowl.
Theodore Kenora. Yeah. Raymore and Grenfell had a big rivalry here this year. So Foam Lake Wynyard would be a good one too. They're not too far away.
Yeah. There's some dandies. There's some dandies in that Long Lake back in the days. To hear Drake Lanigan.
Yes.
Lanigan Leroy.
Yeah.
Watrous in there. Man, those towns hated each other.
Watrous was hated by everybody.
You're from Lanigan. It's I'm dating a girl from Drake. What? You're not allowed to come home ever again. You go to work at the meat plant and get a basement suite in Drake. All right, Benny. It's been a long day for you. I appreciate it. Travel safe this weekend. Is it this weekend that you're traveling? Or you're home?
You're home.
So we're Saturday at home, and then we're going to head back on the bus Sunday because Game 6 is back in North Battleford on Monday. So
hey, one thing I wanted to ask you. I haven't been in that rink in Battleford in ages, but it said 1431 for a crowd. Would that be what's shoulder to shoulder in that barn in Battleford?
No, if you ever been to Melville Stadium, it's kind of like the old Melville Stadium. It's sort of bench seating, and I think 14. There's still a lot more room to fit. I think it's 2,200, 2,300 there in North Battleford, but it was a great crowd. Tuesday night it was blizzard all day in North Battleford. There's still a pretty good crowd there on Tuesday, and there is talks there are early talks to build a brand new rink in North Battleford, which is great for the North Stars and also community there. So that building's been there for probably 40 or 50 years. So it's still got classic barn. It's got that classic feel. Yeah, you walk underneath the old Melville Stadium, underneath the stands and everything like that. So it's got some character, but it definitely is due for a brand new facility there.
I haven't been in that rink, and I bet you 30 years, if not more. They used to have pictures or the logos of every SJHL team.
Yeah, still do.
They still have that?
Yeah.
Man, I remember I got kicked out of a game. I accidentally high-sticked the goalie from Shellbrook in the throat because we were so short, and I got kicked out of the tournament. My dad was so mad, didn't talk to me the whole way back to Saskatoon. Yeah. And then, so did you spend the night in North Battleford?
We went up the day before, so we played there we went there Monday night, Tuesday nights, and then came back last night.
Tropical Inn? Did you hit the water slides? Did you have a poolside flapjack?
No, we're at the Comfort Inn, the new one on top of the hill, so it's a great turnout there, great breakfast, and maybe stroll down to the Gold Eagle for a little spin.
Sino.
There you go. There you go, Benny.
Hit the slappers. Let's go. All right, Benny. Travel safe. Talk to you next week, bud.
Take care.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
SJHL Report with Benny Walchuk, brought to you by Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor, GP Financial Services, and Avisa Wealth. Job changes, life changes, they will work with you. Give them a shout. Visit them at gpfinancial.ca. It's been a long time since I've been in the Battleford rink.
Oh, I did the...
It is the bench seating, though.
Yeah.
When you're a kid and you play in that rink, you're like, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It's like the old Saskatoon Arena.
That was a special rink.
Oh, it was so good, man. Asbestos hanging from and then the old Shrine Circus balloon still at the top there.
And there's no neutral zone. That's the big thing I remember there. You'd get the puck at the blue line, look up, and you go, holy crap, I'm already at their blue line.
It's Tony Twist is barreling down. Dave Brown is right
has
there.
eyed you up.
And a pair of Cooperalls and no shoulder pads. It's a Sports Cage, streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com. We'll be right back.
To celebrate CKRM's 100th anniversary, we're honoring the icons who helped shape this station into what it is today. Our next 620 CKRM icon inductee, Jeff Courier. Here's a behind the mic moment with Jeff Courier.
100 years of a radio station? That's extraordinary. It's absolutely extraordinary. And I hope the people of Saskatchewan appreciate just how remarkable that is, that the people of Saskatchewan have supported CKRM for 100 years. It is just remarkable. I can tell you that a station that was just shy of 100 years old, CHML in Hamilton, was shut down a little over a year ago. It was just closed. To not just endure, but to prosper to the extent that CKRM has for this time, you can't say thank you enough to the people of Saskatchewan for supporting this broadcasting outlet through some very difficult economic times, and the advertisers, the sponsors have stuck with the radio station. And Mr. Hill, I have to thank Mr. Hill for the support that they provided for us all of those years. We always had the support of ownership and management for the people of southern Saskatchewan to keep on supporting the radio station for 100 years. You just cannot say thank you enough.
To hear the full extended interview, visit our 100th year page at 620ckrm.com or sasktoday.ca. 620 CKRM on location.
We want to encourage you to get to the phone, give us a call, get your ticket for the Humboldt Broncos Loads of Cash lottery underway. Great lottery, a chance to give back and a chance to feel good about your ticket purchase because, this day and age, the bills pile up. You're getting into the gas prices, you're getting into the billeting, the cost of everything is crazy. So to pay the bills and for the upkeep, that's what this lottery is going to help out with and extend the hockey career of a lot of our Saskatchewan youth. So just a great opportunity to give back and a great opportunity to win. $100,000 up for grabs for a $100 ticket. Even less if you buy the Sportscage 5-pack, 5 for $250. And then we've got the 50-50. When all said and done, should be a $100,000 payout based on a sellout. Those tickets $25 each, 10 for $50, 100 for $100. That's the way to roll. Everybody loves their 50-50. Get your tickets. 1-844-726-2026. 1-844-726-2026.
If you've been putting up with cold showers and hard water that makes everything feel like more work, stop waiting. Reliance Heat makes it easy. Rent a water heater and a water softener starting at about $1.20 a day and get $400. That means hot water when you need it and water that just works better. No big upfront costs, no hassles. Visit waterheaterrentals.com to get the offer.
Call on Reliance.
Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
You cut the grass. We'll cut the deal at Brent Agriculture. Get 0% financing for 84 months. Plus cash rebates and bonuses on select John Deere turf equipment. Save on compact utility tractors, riding lawnmowers, and utility vehicles. Get it from people who get it. Offer ends April 30th, 2026. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm with Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream and keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local with fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
Text CKRM 306-936-6262. Powered by Prairie Land Rentals. From power tools to skid steers, they probably have what you need for your job. 600 Albert Street, where you deal with the owner. It's time for the Sports Ticker. Brought to you by Reliance Heath Water Heater Rentals. Rent a water heater and water softener starting at about $1.20 a day and get $400 when you switch to Reliance Heath.
you crazy if you would have said Rory McIlroy is going to be leading after the first round of the Masters, but he is. He had a bad start. He's up there with Sam Burns at -5, Patrick Reed, Jason Day, both in at -3. Justin Rose has a shot here. He's at -3. Kitayama and Scheffler is -2. National Hockey League tonight, Canadian teams. Important ones. Montreal is home to Tampa Bay. Ottawa welcomes the Florida Panthers. Winnipeg needs these 2 points in St. Louis. And, well, Calgary plays Colorado for you Flames fans. The Frozen Four starts tonight in Las Vegas. Actually started already. We should give an update here. Saski's Cole Reshny and North Dakota taking on Wisconsin as we speak. Sharky, can you get us a score on that game?
I'll work on that.
At 6:30, it is Michigan at Denver. The Frozen Four. I think the only Saskatchewan player to play is Cole Reshny when I looked it up. Score?
I'm working on it.
Sports ticker is for Reliance Heath. Get a new water heater today. Get some cash back. Some conditions apply. Call on Reliance.
Some other news that I noticed. The U.S. Department of Justice is investigating the NFL for potential anti-competitive practices regarding their TV deals.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, newsflash?
Yeah.
Say that again?
The U.S. Department of Justice is investigating the NFL for potential anti-competitive practices regarding their TV deals.
What would that mean?
Means they said you can't play in our sandbox.
So that's life. I'm not allowed to play in a lot of sandboxes.
Wisconsin's up 2-0. End of the first.
And in America, and
it's pretty common not to be
China and play that. It's like, no, you can't do that.
Nope.
Here, it's like, someone gets offended. You got to let them in.
Yep.
Let them play in sandbox.
We're going to cover this.
Why are you wearing a poppy today?
There are only a few days outside of the Remembrance Day celebration that you can wear a poppy. One of them is April 9th. And April 9th, today, is the 109th anniversary of the Battle of Vimy Ridge. The first time in history that 4 Canadian divisions under Canadian leadership attacked a German stronghold and took it after 3 years of Britain and France not being able to get it.
Boom.
So there's also a little pin. I don't know if we can see that. Where am I going there? There's a little pin, right? I'll maybe back out. There's a little pin I wear as well. The 4 colors are for the 4 divisions. And on April 9th, you can always wear a pop.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's your history lesson for the
There it is. Yeah, Sharky coming through. Speaking of that little noise right there, if you're just tuning in,
the ball falling in the cup,
we have a promo for you over the next few weeks here, people. The Sportscage and the Classic Landscape Company. We are giving away a backyard putting green installed by the Classic Landscape Company. That's a prize.
That's a great prize.
As you're sitting and looking at your gross backyard like me with some snow and ice and whatever other crap's back there right now, you think about how nice a putting green will be come June.
Yeah.
You crack a cold one, get out there, maybe play some skins.
Yeah.
Or shirts and skins.
Play the sun for hundies.
The Classic Landscape Company is going to install it. The key word for today at 936-6262. I better make sure that I got this right. Keyword is putting.
Boy, we really went off the scales with that one, didn't we?
Putting. Grand prize winner will be announced Friday, May 1st. The Classic Landscape Company and the Sportscage giving you a chance to win a backyard putting green.
So cool to have. So cool. Yeah.
We got a minute here. Prairie Land Rentals text line. Some of these Saski rivalries as we get ready for the Blades and Raiders tomorrow night. Brandon he texted in. He said combination of Drake, Lanigan, Watrous was unreal. I think you throw Leroy in there too.
Leroy, the Braves are pretty good for a while.
Those are Saski rivalries at their best. Roscoe did say Byron McCrimmon playing in Rosetown. He was a tough guy on the ice. Because Brad and Kelly
would have been gone.
They are from Plenty,
yeah,
Saskatchewan.
God's land, Plenty.
Because Kelly played, we did an episode with him on the Nooner. It's great. He played player coach with Carl Robert. The Tigers.
The Tigers.
The Tigra. What else we got here? James, sometimes this goes off the charts. I love it. He says, Sharky, a few years ago, Fort Capel Bakery, a guy had an authentic Expos lid on. Mint. I offered him $100. He said no dice. I should have just taken it and ran. See, James, maybe this is why you didn't make friends in Winnipeg. Stuff like that, I'm just saying. Hey, to taking a hat off a guy's head and running. And nowadays, you can't really do that.
No.
So you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Saski Rivalries, what do you think? Is it Regina, Moose Jaw? Is it Saskatoon, PA? What are the other good ones? 93662.
Hilltops, Rams, Hilltops, Thunder.
Oh, those are some good ones.
Those are good ones.
The Masters. Oh, look at this. This is a beautiful thing. But we're into hour one. We're coming back. Hour two, more chats, more texts, and Arash Madani along with the NASCAR report. For Access Communications, it is a Sports Cage on Thursday. We'll be back.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream. And keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
The auction calendar is stacked at Ritchie Brothers, and an exciting Regina auction is happening May 28th. Visit their website or Regina location to view a wide variety of used heavy equipment from top brand manufacturers. You won't want to miss this great opportunity. Head to rbauction.com/Regina to sign up and be ready for the auction. Again, that's rbauction.com/Regina.
Sun's out, track's dry, I was born to drive. I am pure speed, brother.
I was born to merge eventually.
It doesn't matter if you're fast or fashionably late. You need the right tires this spring, and you can get them at Quality Tire. They've got the perfect new tires for wherever you're driving.
Safety is never in a hurry.
Quality Tire, trusted for the road ahead, with 9 locations across Saskatchewan.
QualityTire.ca. Unexpected item in bagging area.
Could have skipped it? Should have skipped it.
Thanks.
Hello, groceries. Goodbye, grocery store. With the Skip app, get your favorite stores with no aisles for miles. Skip to the good part.
620 CKRM, a Harvard media station. Broadcasting from Regina, around the world at 620CKRM.com.
It's 4 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Tanner Wallace-Scribner from the SaskToday.ca newsroom with your GX94 News. The Lieutenant Governor of Saskatchewan, Bernadette McIntyre, says former Lieutenant Governor Von Solomon Schofield has died in Regina at the age of 64 after a brief hospital stay. Solomon Schofield served from 2012 to 2018 and was recognized for her volunteer work and longtime support of the Canadian Armed Forces. She created the military service pin and helped lead major fundraisers for military families. She also held honorary military positions before and after her term. Condolence books are available at Government House and at the Legislative Building, with funeral details to come. Regina has begun its spring street sweeping program, a major cleanup aimed at removing winter sand and debris from roads before it washes into storm drains. The work will take about 10 weeks, with crews first focusing on high-traffic routes such as Albert Street, Louvain Drive, and downtown. Residential sweeping will follow in May. Tyler Bien with the city says the program serves several purposes.
City street sweeping consists of basically cleaning all the sand and gravel and grime from the winter off the city streets, boulevards, and sidewalks to enhance the road safety for the users, as well as make it nice and less dusty for everybody for the summer months.
Temporary no parking zones will be in place in some areas, and residents can track schedules through the Sweep and Plow app or the city's website. Regina is taking the next step in redeveloping the 17-acre rail yard site on Dewdney Avenue by seeking a qualified partner to lead the project. The city plans to turn the area into a mixed-use district with homes, businesses, and a public park. The chosen developer will oversee infrastructure work, land sales, and construction in a multi-year process. Federal funding requires at least 150 housing units. A public request for proposals is now open with submissions due by September 30th of this year. The province and the Saskatchewan Association of Optometrists have agreed to a 6-year deal that continues funding for key eye care services. The agreement covers annual exams for children, people with diabetes, and those eligible for provincial benefit programs. It also supports the Children's Vision Initiative, which promotes regular eye exams for kids. New funding will help raise awareness of how optometrists support primary care, including urgent eye issues. Nearly 200 optometrists deliver publicly funded services in 39 communities, improving access across Saskatchewan. That's 620 CKRM News. Read more stories from around your community and around the province at sastoday.ca and 620ckrm.com.
620 CKRM on location.
And here we go. Humboldt Broncos Loads of Cash lottery is underway. We've got a couple more days to go. We're going to wrap things up Friday night at 7 o'clock. And again, thank you to all those that have shown their support. We appreciate your support in the past. We'd love to have you on board this year. And we want to reward you with some big payouts. How about $100,000 to launch your weekend? Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. $100,000 in spring going into summer, it would go a long way. But to have that opportunity, you need a ticket. You get tickets for $100 a pop, or get our special. We got a 5-pack going for $250 and save yourself some money. Walk around the house, talk to the family. Maybe you got some coworkers, some friends, some neighbors, and then split up the winnings if you want to go that way with the pool ticket. And if you're greedy, it's going to be $100 per pop, or 5 for $250. And the 50-50s, $25 each, 10 for $50, or 100 for $100. So $350, you're going to have all the bases covered, and you'll be in for all the draws. You need your tickets. Deadline Friday night 7, draws Saturday at 2. Giddy up. 1-844-726-2026. 1-844-726-2026.
Weather brought to you by Next Gen Coatings. Spray coatings for truck bed liners, rocker panels, and more. Same company, new name. 1865 McCarra Street in Regina. Weather tonight, partly cloudy, low down to -8. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny and a high up to 11. Tomorrow night, clear, low down to 2. Looking at Saturday, partly sunny and a high of 15 degrees. Sunday, mainly cloudy and a high of 7. And then starting the week on Monday, sun and cloud and a high of 6. Currently in downtown Regina, mostly cloudy, and it is 5 degrees.
For over 40 years, you've known them as Regina's trusted vehicle protection specialists. Now they're introducing the next gen of coatings. New name, new level of protection. They're now Next Gen Coatings. 3 generations of their family have served your family, and that hasn't changed. Same owners, same commitment, ready for the next gen of truck beds, rocker panels, trailers, bumpers, and running boards. The company hasn't changed, just the name. Next Gen Coatings. 1865 McCarra Street. The next gen starts now.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Welcome back. Thursday edition of the Sports Cage, like the big voice said, for Access Communications. Sharky is with me. Sharky is rolling for Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin and his team, 20 years experience in the flooring space. All of our guests have been joining us on the Western Pizza Guest Hotline so far, and you are engaging with us, whether you're watching it on YouTube or listening on the radio or any of the streams, with the Prairie Land Rentals text line, 936-6262. Arash Madani's at the bottom of the hour. NASCAR report, clutch performer coming up. the Masters. Here's the thing that I noticed today. And I noticed this last year.
Yep.
As I sat and watched it on Sunday and did absolutely nothing, which should happen. If there is one Sunday, I like watching all the Masters or all the majors, but this is the Sunday for a lot of men, and I know there's some women, like my wife will get into it.
Yep.
She'll be like, whoa. But especially if you sprinkle on it. Like that Sunday can be so exciting. And it's intense, but it's not intense. It's not like a hockey game.
No.
It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like...
and especially if somebody's got the lead, the intensity goes away, right? If somebody's got a 3 or 4 stroker, right?
You get to that 16th hole.
Yeah.
Greg Norman style.
yeah, waiting for the discombobulation.
Who was the guy a few years ago that plunked it in the water on 16? That par 3. Was it Matsuyama?
No. Oh, I know who you're...
But it helped me. I won. I remember I won something because that guy dunked it in the water. But here's the thing that I noticed last year. And it used to be you could watch the Masters, any golf event, but specifically the Masters, and be like, oh yeah, okay, well, he hit it there, and then he hit over this creek and all that. But now with high definition TV and the camera angles and where they put the cameras, and there's so many cameras, correct me if I'm wrong, you're seeing the undulation of the course.
Like you've never seen it before.
The hills. And then these greens, like I was like, Holiday Park, Executive 9, Tor Hill. Like, what's the big
Same
deal?
Thing. Yeah.
But now they show some of the angles of these greens, and it looks like an elephant is buried in the middle of it. And they're putting it up and then around and then down.
You know, I've a couple friends who've been there and walked the course, whether it was for a round or for the practice round. But they both said the thing that you'd never see on TV was the elevation change and how they're so few times they're hitting from a flat spot, right? Other than the tee box, they're hitting from somewhere that is sloped one way or another and trying to make a shot. So
the Waskasiu.
Like
that's a course where you're up, down, sideways. You got to
Stewart Creek and Camrose. Canmore. Yeah. You were never hitting from a flat spot.
I almost got hit by a train at the Camrose golf course. True story. Counting my score.
Well, you didn't hear the big...
Nope. I was confused. I was in grade 10. Saskatoon man dies as he's struck by a train.
But he got a birdie on the last hole.
No, I was confused as to why I didn't. But yeah, no, the Masters is Rory McIlroy, Sam Burns lead, -5. Justin Rose, top 5, day 1.
Yeah,
that's looking good. Looking good. I got my Patrick Reed bet in. I got that in Vegas. I looked through today. Here, I'll tell you all the bets what
do you got?
Davey Thomas is posting it. I wrote my my article for Sportscage.com, my betting article. Here, and I went through all my Vegas Masters bets that I placed last week. And I was like, I'm putting more down than I thought. So here's what I got.
You're invested is what you're saying.
Everybody laugh along with me. Patrick Reed, I got him as a top 5 finish, plus 675.
Wow.
I got Justin Rose to win outright.
Yes.
Plus 2,700.
Okay.
So I'm not going to tell you what I wagered on each of these. Cam Smith, who ain't going to do anything. I don't
even see his
name.
name.
I didn't finish what I shot. I always take him. I got him to outright win at plus 10,000.
Okay.
Robert McIntyre, he's in the mixer, I think. He will be. Plays good.
Okay.
Outright win plus 3,000.
Okay.
Canadian Corey Connors. Where's this leaderboard?
I'm trying to find it right now.
Let's get the leaderboard up because I need to know where some of these guys finished today. I was watching earlier and then I got sidetracked.
What did you have? Sorry, McCarty? No.
Darren.
Yeah, Darren McCarty.
McIntyre.
I haven't seen him yet. Hang on.
Robbie McIntyre, Bobby Mack. Man, he had a rough day.
Corey Connors tied for 41 at +2 with a hole to play.
Okay, not bad.
McIntyre's +3 through 14.
McIntyre, I'm going to write him a letter that he owes me money.
Now, who is the guy you picked from Finland? Valimaki.
Sammy Valimaki.
He's right now +8. Finished.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
he's
done.
Back to tempore. I'm not even somebody going to mention it. I got Matt Fitzpatrick to win outright, +1,500. What is he at?
Where did I see Fitzpatrick here?
Mark's boy,
he's tied
+2.
For 41st, +2. He's with Connors.
So we're really right now.
He's making the cut right now.
We are really high on Patrick Reed, especially Justin Rose. Siwoo Kim, I got him as a top 5 finish. Do you see Siwoo?
I'm looking for Siwoo. Oh boy. Ooh, there we go. No, that's M Kim.
No, he's +3.
Siwoo's +3.
He's on 13th.
Yeah.
The Korean.
He's got some room.
+3.
He's got some room to work.
We went to a Korean barbecue in Vegas with the kids. My wife and I love. You ever been to one of those? Where you cook right in the middle of you? They get the big hot and then all the meat, and then they give you scissors to cut the meat. I love that. So you get scissors.
I don't remember getting scissors, but yes.
But this is so. I was thinking if it was like a Ukrainian restaurant, and I was sitting there with my family, and how I eat my petahan, halabshi, and borscht, and kuchia, and all that, and maybe people would be like, oh, well, that Ukrainian guy that they would know that I was Ukrainian, be like, he's doing it different. So we're sitting there eating, and then there was a Korean family at the table across from us.
Yeah.
And this lady was cutting it up, cooking it on these vegetables on this plate, where meanwhile we're just hacks. And I go over to my wife and I think she's onto something. I think we should be doing what she's doing.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm like, well, that was, oh man. The next day, the boy goes, I don't want any meat today.
He had the meat sweats, did he?
Had enough meat. Okay, so there's your Masters update. It's going to be picture perfect weather-wise, supposedly, for
the whole tournament or just tomorrow?
I think for the whole tournament.
Okay.
I got to go one year, man. And I don't know if I want to go on Thursday, day one. I don't really want to go to the par 3 competition. I want to see the course. So maybe Tuesday practice round or day one. Go day one, and then I'm out. I don't need to be there Sunday.
That Mickey Mouse par 3 thing, I don't need to see that.
But it'd be fun to play.
It would, but I don't need to see
How does that guy get on the... Did you ever hear the Jamie Heward story about
go ahead.
Augusta?
Duck has not shared.
He told the story that when he was playing, I think in Toronto, and there's some connection to Atlanta, the Thrashers are there, one of his buddies, there was a guy that got him, that they could get him on. So they were like, oh, wow, we're flying down, where this is really happening. We're going to play Augusta.
And?
Pouring rain, course closed. No, it's not funny. I'm not laughing.
I feel bad for Duck.
He went out there and just kind of took in as much as he could.
Yeah.
Like standing in the rain like a weirdo.
The only guy on the course.
Oh, like what are the chances? And the course is closed. Like at that point, like I've played over in Scotland a few times, and there was a couple of dicey days. Like I think that the second time we went, our Carnoustie round, and then there was some guys that have never been there. And it was pretty windy, and it was going to look like it was going to get a little wet and all that. And I'm like, you got to play it.
You're here.
Like, we got to.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad. Like, remember that old Weather Network commercial that used to run? I thought, Jim, I thought you were checking the weather forecast. You're not Jim. And the thing's sideways. That's a throwback, man.
That's, you got to be really old to know that one.
The Masters is on. It is so cool. And the Sportscage is giving away a putting green in your backyard thanks to the Landscape Company.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. So keyword today was putting, 936-6262. You listen for the keyword every day. Landscaping's all done, and to get it in the backyard from the Classic Landscape Company. A grand prize winner will be announced May 1st. Okay, back to our conversation.
What a prize.
As on the eve of the Prince Albert Raiders and Saskatoon Blades, what are the chances we could go do the show in PA tomorrow? Colson.
We got any budget, Colson?
Budget, I don't think so. Chances to do the show otherwise. Decent.
So we're volunteering.
We need Curtis. We need Curtis to come with to set up. Or Mosh.
Yeah, we need somebody else because we can't do this.
I've done it, but not with a two-man setup. One-man setup, yeah. The two's a little tricky. Oh, the Hauser is going to be rocking.
Yeah. Should be packed.
Bring the milk crates.
So you can sit in the second row.
No, you stand on them.
Yeah.
In the second. So we're asking people about, like, Saski rivalries. Is Prince Albert Saskatoon one of the best in the Western Hockey League? A number of people texted in and said, Moose Jaw is, and Regina.
It's a good one during the regular season. They just don't have the playoff history PA and Saskatoon have.
What are the other good ones? Well, I said, I know two towns like Rosetown, Kindersley, Melfort, Humboldt, Nipawin, Humboldt, that whole triangle up there.
The Highway 10 and Highway 39.
Don't like each other.
No, don't like each other. Yeah.
Then we got in, some people message in some good senior hockey ones.
Oh, there's been some dandies. I forgot about the Milestone Radville one from years ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah. Both those teams are really good, too, at that time.
Who sent this in here? Dennis from Waldheim.
Okay.
You guys got some snow out there, didn't you, Dennis? Did you see the north got drilled?
Yeah, they get smoked.
He says, hey, guys, love your show. Thanks, Dennis. Love you, too. I think the absolute best playoff series I ever saw with the Blades was in 88-89, the old barn. Oh, yeah. Randy Smith's dad, Bill, he ran all the concessions.
Oh, did he?
Ran a nice patty. Him and my dad are thick as thieves. You walk in, I could just still smell the burgers in that place. Anyways, 88-89, old barn against Medicine Hat. And the Blades ended a couple of years ago against the Regina Pats. The Blades had a great playoff series with Connor Bedard.
Yeah, that was a great
that went 7, right?
That was a great 7-gamer. Yeah.
Really good series.
Yeah.
Old school Blades versus Victoria, early 70s. Ooh, how's that for a roadie?
Yeah.
Blades versus Brandon, mid-70s.
Born.
Blades, Brandon had a couple of good ones early 2000s because I was working at Global. I remember that. I was like I mentioned earlier, Jordan Tutu. Eric Fair.
Yes.
Was for Brandon. They had a really good defenseman.
The Blades or Brandon?
Brandon. Eric Fair. And then the Blades had Ryan Keller, Warren Peters, Wasey Rabbit.
What year is that? 2002? I think you're right.
2003, 2004, in and around there.
Okay.
Damon messaged
Ryan
in.
Stone.
Yeah, Stone.
Regan Leslie. Mark Derlego.
We have, how about this for
what he's got?
Masters private jet out of Toronto, in and out, same day, $10,000. Hold on. There was right here. Champion Grads Rugby Regina Rogue.
Yeah.
Rogues.
Yeah.
That's a big rivalry?
That's a big rugby rivalry. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big rugby rivalry. They don't like each other.
James says Freddie Couples had a nice round going, boys, until 15, 16, 17. Wrote down a 9 and a 5 and a 6. Tough finish for Freddie.
I've got that scorecard.
That's a lot of walking. That body up and down. Oh, Robbie McIntyre's +3 on 15. That's a waste of money. Undulation's a big word, apparently. Crofty's saying.
Oh, and he's going in the drink.
Yeah, Robbie
McIntyre's swimming.
He's going. He can make plans for the weekend.
Yeah.
Did you get a word a day toilet paper for Christmas?
Gave you that.
Crofty. Funny. Other rivalries around. I'm going through some of these text messages and all that.
Well, in the southeast, Redvers Mooseman's got to be big. Oxbow, Lampman. Right?
Melville, Yorkton, SJ.
Yeah.
We covered.
Yep.
Estevan, Weyburn, SJ.
Yep.
I feel Swift Current and as living there, and again, anyone from the Southwest, I really, maybe Swift Moose Jaw if you really grasp the straws.
But they didn't really have...
I didn't feel it.
That passion around.
I never saw them play in the playoffs.
When were you there?
Oh, buddy. 98, 99, 99, 2000, in and around there.
Okay.
Swifty made a run. Swifty lost in the Eastern Conference Final to Kootenay Ice. I had to call a game in Kootenay. I had to go call. That was a good barn. Great place to play. No support.
No.
It was just
no fans.
They were tough.
Yeah.
It was in tough. But yeah, Swift I don't think really had that. Just like North Battleford. Like who's North Battleford's big, like we can't stand them rival.
There isn't one that I remember being there when I was younger that
and,
for anything.
Yeah.
Like senior hockey where they would have played Lloyd when the old Battleford Barons would have played the Border
Kings.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing for that. More from the Prairie Land Rentals text line. Saskatoon, Prince Albert, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the one, and just because of the history. Because there's more history there.
An hour away. Well, PA or Moose Jaw and Regina, it's like 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
It's easy, yeah.
And you're in. Like
they've only played each other 4 times, though, in the playoffs, so there's not a whole bunch of...
When was the last time? When did we look that up?
Like 2017, I think it was.
Who would have been 2017? Safe to say, well, it's wild. We've looked this up before. The Blades have never won. One of the only teams to never win.
Never win the Western Hockey League.
The Western Hockey League championships.
The Estevan Bruins have won the Western Hockey League championship.
Yeah, there's...
The Saskatoon Blades have not.
There's some old teams back in the day.
Yeah.
What are the rivalries? What are the Sasky rivalries? Some good. There got to be some good football ones,
especially in that 6 and 9 man. Yeah, Tom and O'Neill back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they're like right down the road from each other.
The King of Argyle Street. You couldn't. That was not a good place to be. Like a Friday night football game between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was better usually?
Well, because I went to Tom, I would go with Tom every time. Yeah. Now that's going to get us in trouble. Yeah.
Big school.
Big school. Yeah.
Was O'Neill wasn't Francais?
No.
Then?
No. I don't think they are now either, are they?
Mm-hmm. I think it is.
Really?
In Saskatoon, like I was rush home rivalry, so I was like Bedford, Fian, Catholic, and Mount Royal. But it wasn't that, like, there was a rivalry, but none of us were really good. It was all the East.
Race to the bottom?
It was all the East Siders. No, my grade 12 year, we were ranked. We should have won. We got upset because Tom Sargent left us to Evan Hardy, and then who beat us in the semifinals?
Evan Hardy.
Yep. Totally outcoached. throw our coach under the bus. But it was Holy Cross, Walter Murray, Taylor Street. And they're close. Those schools are really close to each other on the east side. Now we got St. Jose's out there, big school that Bethlehem or whatever was built. Tommy
way
Douglas.
out in the north there? Is that it?
One is on the west. St. Joe's is kind of northeast, but that's
is that up by Graham? Is that what?
No, that's BJM.
Okay.
Bishop James Mahoney.
Bishop Mahoney.
Green roof school. Big green roof school. Stars and Clippers. There we go. The
Battleford and Kindersley.
Yeah,
that'd be the closest one.
In the 2000s.
Yes,
we're saying here. No name. Text it in. Thank you.
Late 90s. Yeah, Kindersley had a good run there.
That'd have been the Kevin Marishak days, tearing it up.
Chris McEwen, Rene Benoit were there.
Rene Benoit never made the playoffs.
He did so. With Kindersley, he did.
I better be nice. He's driving my daughter to Saskatoon on Saturday. Highway Hockey League back when I played. Lumsden Raymore. Lumsden's rivalry should be Bethune.
They weren't in the league back then.
Raymore's rival should be Southie, maybe Cupar.
It was.
Wynyard.
Wynyard wasn't in the league then.
Foam Lake.
So back in the early 90s, it was Cupar, Southie, Dysart, Raymore, Strasbourg, Siemens, and Lumsden.
Yeah, Siemens Raymore, that was a good one.
That would have been a rivalry. Yeah. That Siemens rink was not good. Not good.
No.
No.
Part of the ice wasn't artificial.
All of it was not artificial.
Or part of it was then. There's like something weird there. I remember I saw I was playing in Bethune. I first moved here. One of our guys got hit so awkwardly into the boards by the bench. I thought he might have passed away. How do we get a body out of the Siemens rink? And
I know how.
It was cold.
In an ambulance. We had a guy get checked from behind up there.
This wasn't a hit from behind. He just went in awkward.
Yeah, we had a good friend of mine got hit from behind up there, had to leave in an ambulance.
Raymore Siemens. Yeah, that'd be a good. See, I'm drawing a blank up north with some of the other good ones.
Wasn't Nokomis in the Long Lake too? Weren't they up there playing Drake and those guys? I think they were. Yeah, they were.
And Nokomis was kind of like whatever though.
They were on the edge.
They were kind of. Jay messaged in Siemens rink, square corners, chicken wire, -50 natural ice.
And they kept the garage door open on your goalie at the one end, so it was nice and cool on him.
Why wouldn't a guy?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to go to break here. We're going to come back. Clutch Performer, NASCAR report, followed by Arash Madani. It is a Sports Cage for Access Communications on Thursday.
The Country Music Rewind with Colin Lovequist.
Let's have a look at the year 1990 at this time, and things were changing. The 80s pop country era was starting to fade, and there was a new crop of hat acts taking over the airwaves.
The Country Music Rewind with Colin Lovequist. Brought to you by Crawford's No Frills. Saturday afternoons at 4 and Sunday afternoons at 1 on Country's Greatest Hits. 620 CKRM. 620 CKRM on location.
Let us set you up with a ticket for the Humboldt Broncos Cash Lottery. This is the final push. All the draws coming up this weekend. Friday night will be the deadline. Somebody's going to get the phone call saying, congratulations, you have just won $100,000. Now, to give yourself a chance to get that phone call, tickets are $100 a piece, and we've got so many more cash draws on top of that. We've got all those subsidiary draws, a 50-50 that could pay out $100,000 based on a sellout. Those are going $25 each, 10 for 50 or 100 for 100. Now, you can go to HumboldtBroncos.com, or better yet, get to the phone. 1 for 100, 5 for 250. That's the 620 CKRM special. 1-844-726-2026. 1-844-726-2026.
Winter in Saskatchewan tests everything, our patience, vehicles, and sometimes our bumpers. From icy parking lot dings to serious highway mishaps, choosing local matters. At Regina Motor Products Collision Center, we're Saskatchewan owned, run, and we drive these roads too. An SGI accredited full-service collision center working on all makes and models. Submit your SGI claim and book your appraisal. It's easy. When you need repairs you can trust, it's neighbors helping neighbors. Regina Motor Products Collision Center, south at Highways 1 and 6 Albert Street, rmpchevrolet.com.
What's going on in the markets? When is the right time to invest? What should you do with your money today? When Doug had questions, he talked to Brian Gawley.
What I like about Brian is he seems to be really into his job and does the research. I do what I do good, and he does what he does good, and that's why I hire him.
Don't guess with your money this RRSP season.
I would definitely recommend Brian because he's done well for us.
Call Brian Gawley at Smart Investing Solutions, 546-2533.
If you've got a Steelcraft garage door, you've got a door with parts manufactured and assembled right here in Canada. A door with better insulation and seal, plus a warranty you're probably never going to use. Combined with a LiftMaster opener, it's the right choice. And if you don't have a Steelcraft garage door, you should get one. And a LiftMaster opener. 100% made by Canadians for Canadians. Steady, tariff-free pricing and great quality, no matter what.
Steelcraft door, Steelcraft door, Steelcraft door. We offer more.
The Sportscage NASCAR Report, where rubbin' is racing, is brought to you by Croft Electric. 27 years of trusted, reliable home, farm, and commercial service for all your electrical needs. Visit croftelectric.com and on all socials.
For God and country, drivers, start your engines!
Love it.
Who was that?
Robert Patrick. Isn't he in the Terminators?
Isn't he playing in the Masters?
It could be. I don't know. Maybe he is. Hey, if you follow along, you knew that last week NASCAR took the week off for Easter. Very religious group. So we don't have a story to tell you from last week's race, and we're not going to go back 2 weeks. But we are going to remind you of some things that have happened in NASCAR this year that have highlighted some of the new young drivers. Ryan Preece sits 13 in the standings. Carson Hocevar at 15. And Daniel Suarez at 16. They're off to great starts after the first 7 races. Bubba Wallace, who was second for a few weeks, behind teammate Tyler Reddick, who's still first. Wallace has fallen out of the top 10 after finishing 36th a week ago in Martinsville. Kyle Busch is having a tough year. He's sitting 26th in the standings. Nobody cares. He's yet to break the top 10 in any race. He's terrible. But if you ask Kyle, it's not his fault. Finally, Tyler Reddick continues to hold down first place, followed by Ryan Blaney. And the Joe Gibbs Racing Team has all 3 drivers in the top 7 so far this season. This week, we go to Bristol, Tennessee in the Bristol Motor Speedway, a half-mile track. It's very similar to Martinsville. So we're going to see that rubbing his race in effect. You're going to see guys banging into each other. Look for Denny Hamlin to have another good week.
Denny.
Yeah, and watch for Chase Elliott to come from behind again and take top spot. There you go.
NASCAR.
There's NASCAR.
NASCAR report for Croft Electric. Visit them at croftelectric.com. They're hiring.
They are.
Right now. Apprentice.
If you're good with the tools?
Good with the tools. Or if estimators, junior estimators, something like that.
If you're tired of being on the tools, go and be an estimator.
Could I be a junior estimator?
You can be junior something.
Yeah. I like to wear a nice tight t-shirt like Crofty does. I'm not as fit as him.
Yeah. Yours is tight in the wrong spots.
It's been a good run.
Robert Patrick was T1000 in Terminator 2.
There you go. I told you he's one of the Terminators.
Oh, Jordan Spieth just hit it into the bush on 18. That's exactly where I would put it.
He'd put it right in the pine straw.
He's deep in there, too.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see how far left someone could hit it on 18 at Augusta. Yeah, thanks. Good job, Kay. Clutch performer.
Crofty.
The Sportscage Clutch Performer for Keln Solar. Thinking about saving money by using solar power? Keln Solar is a local family company that can put solar panels on your home, business, or farm. KelnSolar.com.
Where are we going? Jack, do we have it?
Oh, Jack Nichols?
Jack Nicholas.
Yeah. Give me
shot
1 second.
this morning. Honorary shot to start the Masters. You got to be quick here because we don't want to get flagged, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Jack Nicholas.
Jack steps, for you on radio, he steps up to the tee. He's old. We get it. Jack, what a beauty. What a legend. Steps up to the tee. Tells a joke.
Yeah.
So he's going to put the ball in the ground.
Thank you, Mr.
And
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jack Nicholas.
Here we go.
I'll get there.
And lots of people lining the first fairway. And Jack steps up, duck hook, left over the heads
of the fairway.
Of the gallery.
Yeah, gives him a 4. Nice. Love it. Can happen to anybody.
I love it.
Can happen to anybody.
McIlroy and Burns leading the Masters. They're clutch. Robert McIntyre, not so much.
Robert McIntyre.
How about John Rahm, +6?
Robert McIntyre just wrote down a Gordie Howe on his scorecard.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, this Rahm's +6. He's no good. Anyone else? Quick.
Yeah.
I got a couple, but I can go with a quick one for you.
Okay.
Going to NBA basketball. Dylan Brooks of the Phoenix Suns and Kevin Durant of the Houston Rockets kind of got into it last night. So
it's the same as the baseball fight we had yesterday?
Yeah.
Sort of. To put it to you quickly, they're trash talking, whatever. And then KD says to Dylan Brooks, my worst season is better than your best season. It is a pretty bold claim, right? And then, for those not watching, they're paired up right now, one-on-one. Ball gets inbounded. KD gets the swing pass over here, and then proceeds to put Dylan Brooks on skates, goes in for a little jumper. Like, completely takes his ankles, right? And then, somebody found it for me. His worst season is better than Brooks' best season. I was like, nice. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
So that was my basketball one. And then remember my minor league baseball? Well, now we're going down another level. We're going to university baseball. And unranked Bethune-Cookman beat LSU, the defending champions, at home. So just giving them a little clutch performer shout out.
I've never heard of Bethune-Cookman in my life.
I think that's where Jarrell Freeman played football.
Yesterday?
Yeah. I got to look that up.
Luke Mullender.
Freeman.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Josh Sale. Weyburn Red Wing, 2 goals, 2 assists. Put the team on his back, said, let's go. We're going back to Flin Flon.
Yep. We might have to talk about this later. Clutch performer, everybody that got their tailgating spots.
Yes.
I guess that came out today. Came out today.
Big news.
We got invited to one already.
Yes.
Somebody invited, said, well, me anyway. Come by. We're waiting for more invites.
Yes.
Tailgate. Sharky and I are going to come by.
We're very much available for tailgating.
Oh, tailgating at a Rider game.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to go to break. When we come back, that was clutch performer for Kellen Solar, local family-owned company in Lumsden, Saskatchewan. If you are thinking solar, they can come out and quote. We're going to come back with Arash Madani. Stay tuned. It's the Sportscage for Access Communications.
The Early Bird Spring Sale is on now at Extreme Hockey and Sport. The entire store is 15 to 25% off. Brands like Yeti, CCM, Bauer, all clothing and apparel. If it's in stock, it's on sale, and it must go to make room for new product. All purchases in February qualify for a custom Yeti summer package valued at $5,000. Locally owned, community-focused Extreme Hockey and Sport. 1425 McIntyre Street, conveniently located at the Cooperator Center, and online at extremehockey.net.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream. And keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
Get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
March Madness is here. NHL playoffs, big golf tournaments, and what are you doing? Watching humans chase balls while your stomach cries for mercy. A crust so golden it could win MVP, and toppings piled higher than the coach's stack of playbooks. Pepperoni flying like pucks on ice. Garlic taking a victory lap around your tongue. Western Pizza. Dine in or take out today.
And get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
Did he really drop $500,000 on that used drill?
Yep. And still hasn't figured out openers matter more than gadgets. Textbook Bill, right?
Morning, everyone. That drill is fancy, but it won't make up for worn openers. Missed rows, poor placement, it always happens by the road. Check them now, swap them if you need.
Fancy drill or not, accuracy and consistency starts at the opener. Talk to Andrew or your local Dutch dealer. Dutch Agriculture, precision where it counts. Visit DutchOpeners.com. Dutch Agriculture, on farm for you.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Extreme Hockey and Sport is the home of the price match guarantee. 1425 McIntyre Street, the Cooperator Center, Moose Jaw Temple Garden Center, and online at extremehockey.net.
Masters, Rory McIlroy and Sam Burns lead after 67s today. They're -5. Patrick Reed, Jason Day, Justin Rose, there's Kitayama. They're all -3. 3. National Hockey League Canadian teams tonight. A couple of big points on the line. Winnipeg's in St. Louis. Ottawa's home to Florida. Montreal welcomes Tampa Bay. Then the teams that are kind of out of it, Vancouver's at Los Angeles. Calgary's in Colorado. Toronto, they paid their fees, so they can play all of them. They're on the island. The island needs points. Frozen Four starts today. Did you get the score?
Hang on, we're
Where
still
we're
2-0.
Saski's Cole Reshny and North Dakota.
Hang on,
against
still
Wisconsin.
On it.
In Vegas, on the ice. It's almost done, probably. The score is
reloading. It was 2-0 the end of 2.
Oh no.
2-0 end of 2.
Wisconsin leads 2-0.
Yep.
Michigan, Denver goes tonight. It is for Extreme Hockey and Sport in Regina, Saskatchewan. Also in Moose Jaw now. More than hockey. If you need ball or lacrosse items, visit Extreme Hockey and Sport. Let's go right now, coast to coast.
It's time to go coast to coast with Arash Madani for Smart Investing Solutions. Be smart with your money. Call Brian Gawley at Smart Investing Solutions, 546-2533.
My guy, Masters. The Masters is here. I'm watching it on our high definition television. It's fantastic. Now, you covered it a few times. Yes. I want to go. Supposed to go COVID year. Still hurts, but I'm going to make it there at some point, I hope. Just what is it really like? How big are I love the high definition TV now and the cameras because we get to see the undulation and the hills and the greens. What's it really like there, though?
It's so hilly. Like that's the biggest thing about the golf course that maybe now with 4K and everything else we're able to see. You don't quite realize it until you actually walk the course once or twice, especially for young, spry, fit people like three of us.
Uh-huh.
But I will tell you this, guys. Augusta National is like this piece of heaven, and Augusta, Georgia is like this piece of hell. Like you walk inside those gates, it's this most magical place, and you walk outside, and it's just like strip malls and a long road. But one of the coolest parts about Augusta National, about going to the Masters, and there's only 2 places I've been to that's like this. It's when you go to the Masters and when you go to Wimbledon. Everybody's having the best day of their life. Everybody is checking off a bucket list item they've always wanted to do. And they're looking around, and because when you're in there, you feel the history. You feel how special and magical and amazing this whole thing is. And you're like, wow, I've made it here. Like the golf and the tennis, like it almost takes a back seat to all of it.
It's a lot like walking into the Gold Eagle Casino.
Very similar.
We talked about earlier. Hey, I want to ask you, though, the menu. And there's a lot's made of the prices and the sandos and what you can get. What about the menus when you were there?
Well, I sent Colson an updated photo.
Egg salad, gross, $1.50.
Bottle of water, $2. Beer's like $5. A sandwich is $2 or $3. So a buddy of mine was offered air quote free tickets to a ball game the other day. Jays, Dodgers rematch the World Series. And he says to his buddy, okay, well, I'll get the beers. Little did he realize it was $19 a pop.
Yeah.
To get a cold one. You go to Augusta, you get a beer, a sandwich, and a snack for under $10.
Okay, what's the best sandwich on the board?
Well, you got to get a pimento sandwich if you go to...
Okay. What is that? Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know either. You just eat it, and you're like, I did it. It's one of those things. You go to Wimbledon, you got to get a strawberries and cream. At least at Wimbledon, you know what a strawberries and cream is.
Yeah.
But just one of those things you do because that's what you have to do.
Is it a meat? Are we what are you eating? Are you eating raccoon? What is it?
Classic pimento cheese sandwich is a creamy, tangy southern staple made by mixing shredded sharp cheddar, mayonnaise, cream cheese, diced pimentos, and spices.
What the heck's a pimento?
Mentos.
Pimento.
Do you know what a pimento is? Colin Lovequist?
Isn't it the piece of the olive, the red piece in the olive?
That sounds made up.
It's pepper. It's a pepper.
It's a pepper, yeah.
It's a pepper.
Red pepper.
All right. We like educational program. Okay, I'm thinking if I go when I want to go, I don't know if Mrs. S is listening right now. I think I want to go to day 1 Thursday. I don't want to go to the part 3. I don't really want to go Tuesday practice round. Any advice in that? You're shaking your head.
When to go? Practice round?
Go to a practice round.
Okay.
For a few reasons. One, everybody's in the best mood. The players are relaxed. You get on the fairway, you're on the 4th fairway, and there's Jason Day, and he'll just drop a ball. And he'll tell his caddy, okay, let's try the 6-iron. And he hits the 6-iron. It doesn't really work. And then they try the 7-iron, and the 7-iron doesn't work. And then they'll try the 5-iron, the 5-iron doesn't work, and then he'll just look over and say, hey, Barney, Sharky, you got a better idea for me? Because everything we've done here doesn't really work.
DOD, driver off deck.
Everybody's in a laid-back mood. The thing about Augusta, too, like the Masters, is that like the players are caught up in it. It's every week. It's a new course, a new city, a new town, a new whatever track. But there's something different about the Masters. And so you can take a camera onto the course. You can, during the practice round. You can't during the tournament. And the thing about the Masters is you actually want to follow the golf. It's impossible to do that when the tournament's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, here. I know you know this, Arash. Trivia for
okay, I'm ready.
Colson and Sharky. So when they're doing the broadcast, they don't call them fans.
They're guests.
Nope, wrong.
Nope.
Patrons, correct.
Patrons.
They don't say rough. They say
second cut.
Second cut.
Second cut. I think you're cheating.
No,
Colson.
I've just seen so many Masters things this week.
It's not sand trap. It is a
bunker.
Yep. Not back 9. They use
second 9.
Really?
And they don't use driving range.
Practice facility, practice range.
Tournament practice area.
Oh.
They don't use. That's it. I think that's it. Yeah.
So, Arash, if I hear you right,
yes.
Go to the practice round. Get the pimento sandwich.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
And just like soak it all
enjoy
in.
the day.
Take it all in. Be present. Like one of the things about going to the actual tournament is you can't take your phone. So they literally won't let you onto the golf course. You go through a metal detector, boom. Okay, no, you got to go back to your car. Well, I didn't drive. Well, that's your problem. You can't get in then. So you are the epitome of having to be present. You're not texting anyone. You're not taking any pictures. Friends are like, this is how throwback Augusta can be. There is a little drugstore off Washington Avenue that
like dispensary or like drugstore.
Drugstore.
Okay.
CVS, Walgreens, whatever. They bring in hundreds of disposable cameras. Remember those?
Yes. Yeah.
And you can go buy them because those you can bring onto the golf course to try and capture a memory with a friend or whomever you're with.
Did I tell? I've told this story to both of you on our PGA Championship in 2009. You weren't allowed to take phones in. And so the fellas went to the practice rounds. I didn't go until Thursday. And they said, well, we can't take photos. Like, it was BlackBerry days. You can't take them in.
Yep.
It was at Hazeltine in Minnesota. And I said, okay, fine. Go get a disposable camera, put it in a plastic bag, hide it somewhere, and we'll grab it on Sunday. Sure enough, hauled out log, way in. Sunday, Harry, who's been on the show, and JB ran and got it. Bring it up so when Y.E. Yang sinks that putt and he's like this, you can see us all wearing the same shirt at the top. And who's got a camera? This bozo. And I'm snapping pictures illegally. Yeah, I was like, well, we can outthink these people. Boys, we're from the West Side. Let's just outthink it.
Sharky, if the guy next to you, if this whole radio media business sales thing doesn't work out for him, he's got a future in espionage.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Sign me up. Okay, last thing. It's been, I can't believe how long it's been since Mike Weir has won.
Yeah.
Won it.
That's crazy.
23 years ago, 23 Aprils ago. And for those of us of a certain vintage who remember watching that, it was literally edge of your seat stuff.
It was.
Like the putts he had to drain, blah, blah, blah. I think that, like, as sports traditions go, what Augusta has nailed is one, the dinner, the defending champion, the champion's dinner that happens at the beginning of every Masters week. The defending champ gets to pick the menu. All the former champions return. Everybody's in a green jacket. They all dine. And that every champion gets to play no matter what age if they want.
That's right.
Jose Maria Olazabal was out there today. Like, how cool is that? That these dudes, Gary Player was walking the course. You guys showed it. Jack was out there.
Hitting the crowd.
23 years ago.
Look at those slacks that Mike Weir's rolling in. The baggy pleated. You know what his master supper cost? You got to pay for it. It was upwards back then of $20,000.
So you can pick anything you want. You just got to buck up.
He had elk. He had salmon, like a lot of Canadian stuff, Canadian beer.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad he did it upright.
He did.
I'm sure he had some Mike Weir wine too. Like,
was he? Did he have the?
I think the wine came afterwards, didn't it? Wasn't the wine after the Masters? Yeah.
Okay, we only have a minute left, unfortunately, but I want to quickly go to my boys, the Blue Jays. How bad was that win? How bad was
where did that come from?
How bad did they need the win against the Dodgers?
They just did. They'd lost whatever it was 6 in a row. The manager's getting ejected. Everything wasn't going right. Their starting catcher's down. 5 starting pitchers are on the injured list. And when they won, Vlad just kind of like looked up to the heavens like, oh, man, finally. It was the epitome of how badly you need this. Look, there's 145 games to go. But at some point, you need something to make yourself feel good coming to work. And they finally got that.
They had to get that monkey off their back, didn't they? They just needed to bounce. Yeah, they needed to bounce.
What about and this? One more thing, I lied. Max Scherzer and Alexander Ovechkin are good buddies.
Back from the Washington days.
Max Scherzer played a bunch of seasons with the Washington Nationals. They won a World Series in 2019. And yesterday, after the ball game, George Springer and Max Scherzer went over to the rink because Alexander Ovechkin and the Capitals were in town, and Ovi and Max are good buddies. Now, Max is 41. Ovi's of the same vintage.
Same genre.
Max is crazy. So you kind of put it all together, and there's something there.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. I got action on Patrick Reed. Justin Rose. Those are the only guys that are on the board right now. So cheer hard for those guys for me this weekend.
You got Rose in the 5 today? Is that what you got?
Yeah, today. But I got Rose Vegas slip last week too. Paper. I got Nick Taylor, the Canadian kid, at 80-1, and Gary Woodland, whose first name I didn't know until earlier this afternoon. I got him at 60-1. So I was calling him Jerry. It turns out his name was Gary.
I don't even see him on the leaderboard here. Where is he?
Yeah, he was having a day. Now he's kind of falling apart.
No, he's tied for 10th, -1.
He's in the mixer. Don't worry about it. Lots of golf left.
Leave Jerry alone. Sharky, leave Jerry alone.
Him and Taylor are tied. They're both -1. They're tied for 10th. It's a good spot.
Got him right where we want him.
That's right. Sitting pretty.
All right, bud. Have a good weekend.
You too, guys. Enjoy
See
the
you later. Coast to Coast with Arash Madani, brought to you by Brian Gawley, Smart Investing Solutions. Be smart with your money. Call Brian Gawley. Good one here. Jeffrey on the text line, Prairieland Rentals. The appetizers would have to be Hawkins cheesies. That's actually pretty good.
Jeffrey, that's pretty good.
Good.
Or ketchup.
And the dress code, a Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah.
Right on.
Ketchup chips, Hawkins cheesies, and a Canadian tuxedo.
Sweatpants. It's a Sports Cage. Hour 3's coming up. Glen Suitor. We'll have fun with suits and a whole lot more, and also a chance to win a backyard putting green. If you're just tuning in, that's right. You heard it here first. We'll be back after the news.
If you're planning an exterior renovation this year, now's the time to start. From siding and roofing to fencing, decking, garage packages, windows, and doors, Freeze Tallman has everything you need to get your project off the ground and done right. Expert advice, quality materials, and the service you expect from people who know your community. Plan now and build with confidence. Visit freezetallman.com. Freeze Tallman. Locally owned, family grown, rooted in our community for 70 years.
620 CKRM on location.
And good afternoon. My final opportunity to keep you up to date and remind you about the Loads of Cash lottery for the Humboldt Broncos organization. We're going to give it all away Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and it all starts with your ticket purchase. Volunteers standing by. We'd love to get you on board. Our 50-50 is growing in leaps and bounds, and when all's said and done, it should be about a $100,000 payout. Those tickets are going. You can get them for $25 each, $10 for $50, or $100 for $100. Also, we got the subsidiary draws, all of it cash draws, including a couple draws for $5,000 a piece and so much more. The grand prize, $100,000. That's going to be drawn for Saturday afternoon at 2. Deadline Friday night, 7 o'clock. Get on board. 1-844-726-2026. 1-844-726-2026.
You cut the grass, we'll cut the deal at Brandt Agriculture. Get 0% financing for 84 months, plus cash rebates and bonuses on select John Deere turf equipment. Save on compact utility tractors, riding lawnmowers, and utility vehicles. Get it from people who get it. Offer ends April 30th, 2026. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
The auction calendar is stacked at Ritchie Brothers, and an exciting Regina auction is happening May 28th. Visit their website or Regina location to view a wide variety of used heavy equipment from top brand manufacturers. You won't want to miss this great opportunity. Head to rbauction.com/Regina to sign up and be ready for the auction. Again, that's rbauction.com/Regina.
Spring's finally here.
Spring in Regina? I'll believe it when I'm sitting on a patio.
Then let's get to Pump Jacks. Patio's open.
Open now?
Yep, Sunday brunch, daily food, and drink specials.
Hold on, brunch and a patio?
And weekly live entertainment.
All right, that's not spring. That's a lifestyle.
On the corner of Albert and 13th, Pump Jack's Cathedral Saloon and Steakhouse. Come early, stay late. The place where friends meet.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream. And keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
Out here in southern Saskatchewan, the sun shows up for work every day. Might as well make it earn its keep. That's where Keln Solar comes in. These folks travel all over the province helping people put solar on their homes, farms, and cabins. They're local guys, Sask-born, Sask-raised, and not going anywhere. Except, to your place. Now's the time to start planning for spring and summer 2026 bookings. Give Keln Solar a call and they'll come show you your best options. Keln Solar. They move the power so you don't have to. KelnSolar.com.
The 620 CKRM Country Corner is brought to you by Glasser's TV in Moosomin, your SJHL authorized dealer, and Foster's Audio Video in Carlisle. Get the newest cell phone today with an amazing SJHL rate plan.
Take in the First Nations University of Canada Spring Celebration Powwow, April 18th and 19th at the Brandt Centre. Over 800 dancers from all over North America, plus the Indigenous Trade Show and much more. Full details at fnunivpowwow.ca. Get ready for a memorable evening at the Regina Red Sox Sports Dinner and Auction, Saturday, April 25th at the Turvey Centre. This year's special guest is former Toronto Blue Jay outfielder Kevin Pillar. Grab your tickets before they're all gone at reginaredsox.com. And you're invited to CKRM 100 Years in One Night, Saturday, July 18th at the Connexus Arts Center. Join us for a delicious meal as we celebrate 100 years and honor 9 icons that helped build the voice of Saskatchewan. Full details and tickets at connexusartscenter.ca.
For more information, visit 620ckrm.com. This is 620 CKRM, a Harvard media station. Available everywhere in high-res audio with the CKRM app.
It's 5 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Tanner Wallace-Scribner from the SaskToday.ca newsroom with your 620 CKRM news. Saskatchewan's Lieutenant Governor Bernadette McIntyre is offering condolences following the death of former Lieutenant Governor Von Solomon Schofield, who passed away April 8th in Regina. She served from 2012 to 2018 and was known for her dedication to community service and the military. During her term, she introduced the military service pin and supported national fundraising efforts for military families. She also held several honorary military roles. Residents can sign condolence books in Regina, and funeral arrangements will be announced later. The city of Regina has started its annual spring street sweeping program, which clears thousands of tons of winter sand and debris from roads to protect storm drains and improve air quality. Crews are currently working on major routes including Albert Street, Louvain Drive, and other busy corridors, before moving into residential areas later this spring. Tyler B.N. with the city says sweeping helps reduce dust, improve safety, and prevents drainage problems during rain. He's asking drivers to follow temporary no parking signs.
When we come in the sweep-in area, if there are cars on the road, during the first phase of the sweep, we do actually put up additional signage, and there is the risk that if you do leave your car, it will get ticketed and towed off the street.
Residents can check the Sweep and Plow app to see when their neighborhood will be cleaned. The City of Regina has opened a request for proposals to find a partner to redevelop the 17-acre rail yard site on Dudney Avenue. The plan is to create a mixed-use neighborhood with housing, commercial space, and a public park. The development partner will handle planning, infrastructure, and construction over several years. Federal funding will require at least 150 housing units. Companies have until September 30th of this year to submit proposals for the project. Saskatchewan has reached a 6-year agreement in principle with the Saskatchewan Association of Optometrists to support ongoing access to eye care services. The deal continues funding for annual eye exams for children, diabetes patients, and people covered under provincial benefit programs. It also maintains support for the Children's Vision Initiative. New funding will promote the growing role of optometrists in primary care, including urgent eye care and chronic condition monitoring. The province says nearly 200 optometrists provide publicly funded services in 39 communities, helping improve access in rural and remote areas. That's 620 CKRM News. Read more stories from around your community and around the province at sasktoday.ca and 620ckrm.com.
Feeling the high gas prices? We got you. At Crestview Chrysler, the all-new Jeep Cherokee Hybrid is here, and it's built to go further for less. With an awesome 6.3 liters per 100 kilometers and over 800 kilometers of range, you'll spend a lot more time driving and a lot less time filling up. Oh, and no plug-in needed, just fuel up and go. More room, more tech, more peace of mind with a much smaller fuel bill. The all-new Jeep Cherokee Hybrid at Crestview Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Weather brought to you by Next Gen Coatings. Spray coatings for truck bed liners, rocker panels, and more. Same company, new name. 1865 McCarra Street in Regina. And Kevin's Marine. Make the most out of summer with a boat or pontoon from Kevin's Marine in Fort Capel. kevinsmarine.com.
Drier air continues to feed into the province tonight, and we'll enjoy a beautiful spring-like day tomorrow to round out the work week. After a clear night tomorrow night, we'll start to see a bit of cloud as we look forward to Saturday as a slow-moving frontal boundary crosses the area, turns stationary, and then ultimately lifts off to our north on Sunday. This will lead to another warmer day on Saturday before we get into a more seasonable air mass for the second half of the weekend. Our forecast details: partly cloudy skies tonight down to -8. South to southwest winds will be light at 10 to 20. Chance of precipitation 20%. Partly to mostly sunny, 11 degrees tomorrow. South to southeast winds at 10 to 20. Chance of precipitation 10%. Clear Friday night with a low near 2 degrees. East to southeast winds at 15 to 30. Partly sunny skies on Saturday with a high of 15. It'll be mainly cloudy on Sunday, more seasonable with a high near 7. And a mix of sun and cloud on Monday with a high near 6 degrees. With your 620 CKRM Precision Weather Forecast, I'm meteorologist Russ Hurley.
For over 40 years, you've known them as Regina's trusted vehicle protection specialists. Now they're introducing the next gen of coatings. New name, new level of protection. They're now next gen coatings. 3 generations of their family have served your family, and that hasn't changed. Same owners, same commitment, ready for the next gen of truck beds, rocker panels, trailers, bumpers, and running boards. The company hasn't changed, just the name. Next Gen Coatings, 1865 McCarra Street. The next gen starts now.
At Kevin's Marine, the lineup is stacked and ready. Legendary Lund boats built for serious fishing and non-stop family fun. Stretch out, crank the tunes, and cruise in style on a brand new pontoon from Bentley or Crest. Or drop the throttle and make waves in a 4-wind sport boat. All powered by trusted Mercury 4-stroke motors. Right now, manufacturer rebates, dealer discounts, and low payment financing. Make decking easy with Shoremaster aluminum docks and lifts. Visit Kevin's Marine in Fort Capel or kevinsmarine.com.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Got a trademark on it?
Welcome back to the Thursday edition of the Sports Cage for Access Communications. Sharky's in here talking over the intro. Sharky's here for Flooring.
Sorry, everyone.
Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin and his team.
Park in Arcola.
Anything you need flooring. We're having a blast here today. We're getting ready for Prince Albert, Saskatoon tomorrow. So we've been talking about Saski rivalries. Can be hockey, can be football, basketball, bridge, cribbage, whatever. What are the two towns that...
There was a rivalry between me and my father-in-law over cribbage.
Cities that hate each other, or towns that hate each other. Regina Moose Jaw, people have messaged in.
Yeah.
We've had Melfort, Humboldt. We've had Watrous, Drake, Leroy.
Lanigan.
They just all hate each other there.
Everybody.
That'd be a fun...
Sports day?
Yes. Yeah.
That'd be a great sports day. Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Hey, like, who is Swift Current's rival at anything? Like, we can't find Swift Current's got any rivals. Like, are you guys just friends with everybody down there? What's
Isn't it the
going on?
friendly city? No, what's where life makes sense?
Where life makes sense. It does make
Swift
sense.
Current.
Weather's
I like
usually
that
good.
side. Lived in that city, like that city. Lived in Saskatoon, grew up in Saskatoon, don't mind that city. Lived in Regina now for 20-ish years, don't mind that city. Never lived in PA. Driven through it a lot. Loved PA. Loved Cook Golf Course. Sorry, I don't love PA. I love the Cook Golf Course. I love the Art Hauser Center.
Yep.
Gateway to the north.
Yep. Lived in North Battleford.
The mall's unbelievable in PA.
Lived in North Battleford.
You did?
Yeah.
How was that?
Tough. Yeah. It's a tough town. Grew up in Yorkton. Lots of time there.
I might be spending a lot of time in Yorkton over the next couple of years.
I don't mind Yorkton.
Isn't Yorkton's a good town?
Yeah. Good town.
Liked it.
Good people.
Yeah. Daj Bože.
Lots of shishlicky.
Yeah. Vitrovia. What?
Yeah.
I did some work at my old job up in North Battleford.
Yes.
And I was talking with a constable there, and he was saying, you know what they say about North Battleford? It's a great place to be from.
Yes. Yeah. It was.
They got a good golf course there, though.
They do. Yeah. Good golf course there. That old mental hospital was the scariest place to drive through in history.
Why would you drive through it?
Well, there was a bridge. You had to go over the stone bridge.
It's right by the golf course.
Right, I know. You just go out there at night, it would just terrify you. Full moon. Oh, my God.
Sandy Charles was a young kid I remember that story. And then, we used to have a sanitarium in the west side in Sask, too. We used to go bike at kids. Talk about freaking. And there's a path behind it. It was called Dead Man's Path.
Of course it was. What else was it going to be called?
Satanic worshippers were out there. Like there was dogs that people were digging up.
Oh,
I know, man. And we're like, looking back now, it's like, what a time to be alive.
It was. You ever go to Fort Sam?
Same thing, though. Yeah. That was a sanitarium, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had to stay there a couple of nights. Haunted. Oh.
Yeah. I think my wife said they went out there and camped there.
Yeah, some education thing. Yeah.
We got invited to another tailgate party. The Riders announced their tailgates today. We'll talk to Suits about that. And also, if you are just tuning in, maybe you're driving home, maybe you're waiting for somebody. If you haven't heard, the Sports Cage, when we give away a prize,
it's big.
We want to give away a prize.
It's big.
We are giving you a chance to win a backyard putting green. The putting green giveaway brought to you by the Classic Landscape Company. You got to text in the keyword daily. Today's keyword, 936-6262. All you put in is putting.
Putting.
If you want to be in. Don't put anything else, just putting. Then it goes into the system. Nikki takes care of it.
Yep.
Thanks to the Classic Landscape Company. They do fantastic work. A backyard putting green. We're giving it away here. Grand prize will be announced May 1st.
Installed.
No, it's going to drop off a bunch of crusher dust and a roll of it.
Comes in a box.
Hey, there you go, do it yourself. No, they're installing it, and they're pros.
Yeah.
And they get it done. So it'll be awesome. Okay, Let's go talk Suits.
Time now for press coverage with CFL and Saskatchewan Roughrider legend Glen Suitor on the Sports Cage. Brought to you by Freeze Tallman Lumber. Locally owned, family grown, rooted in our community for 70 years in Regina and Fort Capel.
How's that for a prize on the Sports Cage, Glenn? And obviously we got to make fun of your
Suits.
We got to make fun of your lawn.
Love that.
Okay, you guys go with your poppy thing first.
Love
People
that.
listening on the radio, why are you wearing poppies today?
You've been there, haven't you, Suits?
Well, no, actually, Sharky, I saw it and was listening in today, and I saw that you had yours on, and I thought, you know what, this is a great idea. I went back and you reminded me of the importance of the day, the Vimy Ridge. Not many Canadians, I think, know that not only was that a huge win in World War I for the Allies, but it was also the innovation of the I can't remember what it was called. It was the I think it was a creeping barrage.
It was exactly
that Canadians came up with this innovative way coming out of the trenches to attack. And I didn't get to Vimy in our trip to Europe, all the beaches of Normandy, but not Vimy. And that is a huge regret because being all the way over there and not getting over to pay homage was a big one. So, to all the men and women in the military currently, we thank you big time for your service, especially right now in the world. My goodness, what would we do without them?
And that little piece of France is actually part of Canada. Like that? No,
What?
France has said this is Canadian soil.
Yeah.
So the Vimy Ridge Memorial
just taxed like crazy.
And if you go to party, so true. I wonder what gas is.
They bring it from as far as they can to there. There might be a refinery right next door. We're bringing it in from where.
I gotta congratulate everybody at the station for 100 years.
Wow. Yeah.
I know that you're humbly not bringing it up all the time, and I understand that's the Canadian way, but I'm bringing it up because it is really quite incredible. I mean, I just thinking back to my playing days in the province and the involvement of Jeff Courier, who if you haven't seen it, go back and watch his interview and discussion on the 100-year anniversary of CKRM radio and its involvement with the Riders. I mean, I don't know that there is a radio station in the country that is more engaged, more passionate, more professional than see Karen when it comes to covering the team and the league that I love and been a part of my whole life. So congratulations to everybody, past and present. The Jeff Courier interview is excellent. So I recommend that you go and find that on the podcast somewhere.
Nicely done. Barney and I tried to bring the professionalism down just a touch, just to keep everybody on the same page there.
Oh, do you want? Can we go
sideways? Professional.
Can we go sideways here for a second?
Why wouldn't we? We've gone sideways for 2 days.
And my computer. I brought this up because my wife's off today. This week the kids are off, right? School's up. And I said, on this day in television history? Okay. When I was looking it up, and I'm like, kind of just getting ready to do the show, and I like the music stuff usually. Okay, but get this, guys, and I don't know if you remember this. Remember the show Dallas?
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
What years did Dallas run? Coulson.
JR, wasn't it JR? Who killed JR?
Yeah.
Who shot JR?
In the 70s.
Who shot
in the 70s. Yeah.
But Patrick Duffy, his character was Bobby?
Yes.
Bobby Ewing?
Yes.
So
I'm scared that I know that.
No, get this. He wanted out of the show. So it was on this day in like 1986, I don't have it in front of me, that they decided to bring him back for the next season. So what happened, bear with me, people out there that remember Dallas or their parents watched Dallas, because I remember this. They killed him off.
Bobby?
They killed off Bobby Ewing. This blows my mind that people were so sucked into this in the 80s, and we let this slide. You guys let this slide. My mom, and they let it slide.
I had nothing to do with this.
They killed him off because he didn't want to be on the show anymore. The ratings tanked. Larry Hagman, J.R. Ewing, convinced him to come back to the show. Now they have to figure out how to bring him back after a year. I was like, it was a full year? They're like, yeah. So that whole year, they went with it was all a dream. And I'm like, what a scam. And people, because there was not a lot of stuff on TV, you had to buy into it.
You were limited for options.
And I remember, 86, so I would have been 9 years old. I remember that episode, and she wakes up and she goes into the bathroom and he's in the shower. Remember, that's how they brought him back. And get this, they filmed that at his actual house, and they kept it secret from everybody. Did you guys not learn something today? Did you guys not learn something today?
Well, I remember the show, and I don't remember the shower dream come true thing. But yeah, that is interesting. And for the younger demographics, it would be sort of like when Seth MacFarlane killed Brian in Family Guy, or if they decided to kill Kramer in Seinfeld, it would be the same sort of reaction as Dallas and JR and your guy.
Who did they get rid of in The Simpsons?
Mr. Burns got shot, and it was Maggie.
Yeah, be like Mr. Burns coming back.
Well, I think when they killed Brian, there was such pushback that Brian, of course, is the dog. If anyone's listening hasn't seen Family Guy, but when they killed him, they brought him back the next season when Stewie got in his time machine. So that's
see. I don't think we can compare Family Guy or anything that's going on to 1986 Dallas, where people were on the edges of they lived. I remember my mom, and like it was Weight Watchers, it was Tab Cola, popcorn from remember when? Hey, let's be honest,
those little
cans? The air pop popcorn machines came out.
Yeah.
Like, you were living good if you had one of those in your house.
Those were fancy.
And they sat down Barney, and they watched Dallas.
And Barney, you couldn't tape it, right? Like, I mean, the big so everybody is in front of their television, millions in front of their television at the same time. You can't just PVR it and watch it whenever you want or watch it off.
It was Friday night, wasn't it?
Nah.
I think it was Friday night.
You don't put anything good on a Friday night.
Back then
besides the Tommy Hunter show. That was Saturday. Tommy Hunter show after Hockey Night in Canada.
Beachcombers? How about the Beachcombers? You see the Beachcombers?
They were Sunday, weren't they?
Yeah. See, the Beachcombers would never. They would Canadian content back then, back when our country was proper and everything. They would never kill off Relic and then bring them back 2 seasons later and say, "Oh, Nick and Jesse just had a dream. They were sleeping on the Persephone out by Molly's Reach."
I can't believe you know all of that about the Beachcombers.
Let's go. You want to go to Switchback? What do you want to go?
No,
you want to go to Degrassi Junior High?
Never seen that either. I've been to Molly's Reach.
That's a beautiful part of the country, isn't it?
Gibson's Landing.
Fantastic.
What do they
Every
serve
single
there?
time. They serve great. Yep,
See,
fish and chips.
Dallas was on Fridays, apparently.
It was Friday.
Why would you put it on Friday? God.
That was a big night. You right? Back in the day, that's what you did. You watched television Friday night.
You still went out, smoked, Club du Soleil, the Union Center in Saskatoon.
Suits didn't smoke. He was at home watching Dallas.
No, I was watching Dallas, and every time I go fishing by Molly's Reach in that area, which isn't very far, it's pretty accessible from here. And I think of the show every time I go by there. I think of the show. I mean, you can see they'll talk about it. The sign's the same.
It's one ferry ride, right? One ferry ride to get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the song.
Are you having a stroke? What are you doing over
That's
there?
That's the song from Beachcombers.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
Anyway.
Hey, speaking of hijinks, the Masters thing that you guys played earlier, that every time I tune into the Masters, that's all I can think about when you see the crowd lined up down the fairway, and all I can think of is there is no way that I could get off that tee box without hitting somebody. Do those guys have to sign waivers along the sideline there?
I can't imagine.
No, you just expect they're pros. I've hit, and you're even worse than me. I've snap hooked one that almost hit the driving cage at the Royal Regina.
I've never done that.
Oh yeah,
I've never done that.
My swing's been in some dark places.
I've been on the 15th fairway a couple times. But that's what you get. You know what? That's what you have to do every time you're on the first tee box somewhere. You have to picture it like there's a crowd down both sides, just packed.
Of people that you hate.
Yeah. Of ex-wives.
Now you're gripping and ripping.
That's right.
Watch this. Hey, you know what we're talking about today?
Rivalries.
Yeah. Sasky, and you spend a lot of time here. You're a big Saskatoon guy. Saskatoon and PA, WHL starts tomorrow night. Like, it's going to get real. Have you ever been to the Art Hauser Center, the old Communiplex in Prince Albert?
No, I have not. Done some speaking engagements up there, but not. I don't think there.
Yeah, no, it's
a beauty.
It's going to be good. So, when you think of Sasky towns or Sasky cities that hate each other, what is it? Saskatoon, Regina?
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, the tightrope walk that is the discussion depending on what city I'm in. No matter who I'm talking to, and this idea that maybe one day Saskatoon would have a team as well in the Canadian Football League, and that discussion that happens, I'm so torn in it, and like legitimately torn, because on the one hand it would be such a great rivalry. I mean, the U of R and the U of S has become that after they changed out of junior, right? So it's it doesn't have the deep history quite as much as it does now. But boy, if there was that rivalry between Saskatoon and Regina, it would be great. But it also divides the fan base for the rivalry.
Big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be hard.
And that's the downside.
Yeah.
Saskatoon people, I'm from there, and there's people listening from Saskatoon. They think that they are Laguna Beach, Greenwich Village. They think there's something special. It's just how I grew up in it. I remember it.
Yeah.
You always looked down to every other city in Saskatchewan.
Yep.
You just did.
Yeah. No,
and
I lived there for a while. Yeah.
And now it's like, Regina, Saskatoon, PA, North Battleford.
I'll say this though, Barney.
Don't say anything about the river. Don't say anything about the river.
No, I'm not going to bring up the river. But
Okay.
I know that going up there every year for the last 20 for the Dog's Breakfast, and that discussion between the two cities is still hot. I mean, you know, when I get up there and I do hear the sort
From
of
Saskatoon people, it is Suits. Regina people have never had the competition. There was it's a very nice city. We love going up there. We love going to the mall and possibly getting stabbed and beat up.
But from U of R, this is what I was going to get to though. From U of R people, I get the side eye all the time because I've been up at the U of S. And, you know, I wear the U of S hat all the time, and I'm always promoting the Dog's Breakfast.
Yeah, you do.
This year it's going to be Pinball Clemens. And, you know, I get excited about it. I'll be up there this year going to it again. And, you know, I go to buy someone from the U of R, and I get a little bit of a side eye, and I'm getting the, you're not really one of us.
Yeah, you love that U of S crowd, eh?
Hey,
Okay.
we only got about 2.5 minutes left here. Speaking of the U of S, and it doesn't matter where your allegiances lie, this is a special story. Anton Ammonrud, quarterback from the Huskies, lymphoma, couldn't play last year. Apparently, he's ready to roll. Look at this right here. The Huskies, if you're listening on the radio, we're pulling it up on the stream. The team is thrilled to share that quarterback Anton Ammonrud has entered remission and his return to the field has begun. That is a story. I don't care where your allegiance lies.
Yeah, that's a good story.
Yeah. That's fantastic. That's great. Just great to hear, and that team rallying around him. And that's one of the great aspects of football is that it brings you together. You're a family. Sometimes a dysfunctional one, but you come together when times get tough. That's what that team did. So I'm sure we'll see him at the Dog's Breakfast, and I'll definitely go and say hi.
That's it. It is a good story, and that makes you feel good about players who get a second chance to come back after something like that. That's the best part. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that today, and because I remember last year, just when it was all, come on.
At first, it was just he was missing, and then it came out, and it just felt so bad for him and the team.
So, hey, will you watch the Masters this weekend? Like, are you? I don't know where you. Yeah, you'll get right into it.
Yeah, I do. You know, and I don't bet on it, but I do watch it because of the prestige of it,
the drama.
The theater, the drama, the intensity, the challenge that the course presents, but also the way they shoot it. I mean, I'm watching it from a TV perspective as well, and the way that they shoot the Masters is unlike any other golf tournament in ever.
Sporting event. Yeah, no commercials.
No question at all. So yeah, I'll be watching for a lot of different reasons. Don't really have a horse in the race. And by the way, Barney, I know you just got back from Vegas. So my question is, what was your bet where you went and bought the really nice bottle? You know, like you made the bet, and then you went right to the bar and you celebrated with either a champagne or something. There was one bet.
With a Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. That's as far as it gets with me, buddy. Right there. Use it as a spitter after.
Which one was it? Which bet was it?
You know what? I had a really, really, really good run playing poker. I must have played, because I was there for like 10 days. I played poker, I think, 6 or 7 times. I actually had a really good run. Because my poker game has been garbage for about 10 years.
I'm terrible at that.
Oh, these guys got so mad at me because at the MGM, they're all like local. And I didn't know how to play this game when the dealer switches. They do 3 cards up, 3 cards down, and I didn't know what the heck was doing. All I know, I got dealt 2 aces and 2 kings. You get dealt 4 cards, and I'm like, well, this got to be good. King comes up on the one, ace on the other, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? The guy's like, do you know what you're doing? And I'm like, no. He's like, you got to use 2 cards. You're making your best hand from both. And I'm like, okay. And then there was a flush. There was a little flush action, so it kind of scared me off. But I knew I was winning the top one. So then I literally just sat down, and I'm like starting to be bully, cheeseball. No sunglasses, no headphones, none of that garbage. And I ended up winning both. Well, this one guy gets up, storms away, leaves. I'm like, sorry, bud. Part of the game.
Right. Yeah. The cards.
And then I kind of played a little weird at times. That's the thing about poker. And it's just like, I can't believe you didn't bet there. And I'm like, I know, I was supposed to. I don't want you to think that I have that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do what you want me to do every time.
Take a seat.
Yeah.
Professional poker player.
You should have told the guy that marched off. You should have just looked over and said, "See, you wouldn't want to be you." That was an old call of mine back in the day. Here, tell me how I would be at poker, because if I got 2 aces and 2 kings, I would be so excited. My poker face would be nice.
Well, that's probably not your best move.
No. Hey, it's like marriage. Never show your emotion. Stone cold face.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad run at all. All right, bud. Okay, have fun watching the Masters this weekend. Cheer. You don't have a horse in the race, so cheer for Patrick Reed or Justin Rose for your old buddy.
Okay, you got it. Justin Rose. I'll pick him. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Press coverage with Glen Suitor is brought to you by Freeze Tallman. More than a lumberyard. Regina and Fort Capel. Delivery available to your cabin. Whatever you need. Now's the time to start thinking. The window sale's coming up, and Trex decking sale coming up.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I might need some of that action this year.
We got to fix that step at your place.
Can you please come and fix it this spring?
That whole front porch thing's got to go.
Yeah, if the world had a front porch.
Yeah.
Tracy Lawrence.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look like mine.
It wouldn't look like yours.
We got to go to break. We'll be right back at the Sports Cage.
Hello?
What's your favorite garage door specialist?
What?
You like scary movies? Because I've seen what happens when you ignore that grinding noise.
But it's just a little squeak.
That's what they all say. Until the door won't open. Or worse, won't close. So call Busy Bee Doors.
Well, why didn't you just lead with that? Jeez.
Call Busy Bee Doors. They can fix or replace any commercial or garage door. It's a real scream. Busy Bee Doors, the garage door specialists.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream. And keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
Get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
Picture this, a crust so golden it could blind a superhero. Toppings piled higher than a stack of pancakes on a trampoline. Every bite, a flavor explosion. Every slice, a hug for your taste buds. Garlic, roasted to perfection. Pepperoni, perfectly spicy. Western Pizza is so good, you'll argue who gets the last slice. Western Pizza, dine in or take out today.
And get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
You cut the grass, we'll cut the deal at Brent Agriculture. Get 0% financing for 84 months. Plus cash rebates and bonuses on select John Deere turf equipment. Save on compact utility tractors, riding lawnmowers, and utility vehicles. Get it from people who get it. Offer ends April 30th, 2026. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
When you play Sports Select, you're part of more than the game. You're backing over 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups across Saskatchewan funded through Sask lotteries. So go ahead, make your picks at sportselect.com, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Every play is 100% legal, and every ticket supports your community. Sports Select. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus. Please play responsibly.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Steelcraft Doors Regina, made in Western Canada for Western Canadians.
All right, Masters, we got 2 leaders at -5. Sam Burns, Rory McIlroy fired that today in tidy, round 1 of the Masters. National Hockey League tonight. Canadian teams of importance. Montreal is home to Tampa Bay. Ottawa welcomes Florida. Winnipeg in St. Louis. Frozen Four started in Las Vegas. Saski's Cole Reshny in North Dakota trailing Wisconsin 2-0.
Yeah, with 3 minutes.
3 minutes left in the third period. Michigan, Denver goes tonight. It's for Regina Steelcraft Doors, made in Western Canada for Western Canada. Steelcraft Doors, Regina. Speaking of, let's go to Sprinkle of the Day right now for Sports Select. You can make your picks online now, generate a QR code, take it to your Lotto Spot retailer, and scan away. I got to look at this Winnipeg Jets, St. Louis Blues game, sportselect.com. Both teams paying $2.25 on the pro line. If you think it's going into overtime, you want the tie, which pays a tidy $3.50.
You got to pick Winnipeg here. Like they still got a shot.
In overtime or Winnipeg straight out?
Straight up.
Point spread, Winnipeg minus 0.5 is 230, and the over-under is 5.5.
I don't see this one going over. I got a 3-1 here.
But I like Winnipeg too.
I like Winnipeg. Yeah.
You can do it online. Generate a QR code. Scan it at your Lotto Spot retailer. You got some time. That puck drop is in about 23 minutes from now. Sports Select. Every bet is 100% legal. Bet on the original. Play responsibly. Sportselect.com. All right. When we come back, special interview.
Yeah.
Dave Thomas had a chance to catch up with, coming for the Regina Red Sox supper speaker, Kevin Pillar.
Pretty cool.
It is a Sports Cage on this Thursday for Access Communications.
Hey, Clyde, where are you getting your diesel parts from?
Well, the dealer, of course.
Are you nuts? Smoke'em Diesel can save you a ton of cash.
Smoke'em Diesel can supply you with turbos, injectors, injection pumps, anything diesel related. They don't sell junk. Construction, agriculture semi, pickup truck, and all European diesel. Find them on Facebook or call 306-545-5911 for all your diesel needs.
When you play Sports Select, you're part of more than the game. You're backing over 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups across Saskatchewan funded through Sask Lotteries. So go ahead, make your picks at sportselect.com, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Every play is 100% legal, and every ticket supports your community. Sports Select. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus. Please play responsibly.
You walk into Flooring Superstore, and there he is, Bill.
Hello, I'm Bill. I'm made of money. Literally.
Must be nice, Bill. But here's the thing. You don't have to be made of money to get great flooring. At Flooring Superstore, you'll find quality options for every style and every budget, whether you're picking up a quick cash and carry order or you want professional installation done right. So even if you're not Bill, you can still afford to upgrade your floors. Flooring Superstore. FlooringSuperstoreRegina.ca.
The auction calendar is stacked at Ritchie Brothers, and an exciting Regina auction is happening May 28th. Visit their website or Regina location to view a wide variety of used heavy equipment from top brand manufacturers. You won't want to miss this great opportunity. Head to rbauction.com/Regina to sign up and be ready for the auction. Again, that's rbauction.com/Regina.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream. And keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
Text CKRM 306-936-6262. Powered by Prairie Land Rentals. From power tools to skid steers, they probably have what you need for your job. 600 Albert Street, where you deal with the owner. This is Sports Cage. Watch our live stream at sportscage.com and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Well, I am pleased to be joined by the best 979th overall Major League Baseball pick, Toronto Blue Jays favorite and guest of honor at the 2026 Regina Red Sox dinner and auction, Kevin Pillar. First question, have you been to Saskatchewan before?
Yeah, I think it's going to be my third time. I was just there about a week ago. I was in Moose Jaw. supporting another great cause that kind of helps out youth sports as well. And then I think I was there probably in like 2017. I was actually in Saskatchewan. So, yeah, I'm a little bit familiar with the area.
Yeah, except for the snow. You can do without that, right?
Yeah, I could do without it. I mean, I got fairly lucky when I was there 2 weeks ago. There was a little bit of snow on the ground, but I did go there in January once. So I think the snow I saw then is probably a lot different than the snow I'm going to see, in a couple weeks.
Very true. Very true. Well, you had a 13-year Major League Baseball career. Of course, as I mentioned off the hop, 32nd round pick by the Toronto Blue Jays. You played, you paid your dues. Exactly what the kids with the Regina Red Sox are going to be doing, trying to work their way towards fulfilling their dream. What do you say to these young men that you're going to get an opportunity to support by coming up to this dinner and auction?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, everyone's journey to the major leagues and professional baseball is a little bit different. Mine was a little bit unorthodox, and I'm not the only one who was able to kind of really kind of develop a little bit later in life. But ultimately I was given an opportunity, much like these kids are given an opportunity to play collegiate summer ball. And I always try to remind people, if you got a jersey and you got a team to play against and a field to play on, you got an opportunity to be seen. So I think that's going to be my biggest message to these guys is you got a chance. You're playing ball. You got a jersey, you got an opponent, you got a field to play on. People are always watching, go out and, prove to the world who you believe you are. And a lot of it's got to come with self-belief and your ability. And, a lot of it comes with the passion and desire and the love for the game. So obviously the guys getting a chance to play there have kind of checked off some of those boxes. Just continue to remind them that everyone's journey is a little bit different.
What point did you fall in love with the game of baseball? And maybe at what point did you understand that, hey, I'm pretty good at this?
I fell in love with it when I was a kid. But I never got burned out on it. I think that was kind of my superpower. I really just played baseball in the springtime growing up. And even into high school, I was playing 3 sports. So really when I got to college and I really kind of sunk my teeth into playing baseball full time, I realized I still really cared for it and I loved it. And I knew that there was work to be done and I enjoyed the work. And I think that's ultimately what kind of propelled me to, kind of really pursuing a dream of playing in the major leagues. And to answer your other question, I would say, honestly, which is so fitting, it was really summer ball. My junior year of summer ball is when I really knew that I had something. I always knew I was pretty good. I mean, I was one of the better players on my high school team. I was, one of the best players on my college team, if not one of the best players in the entire conference. I was playing Division II baseball. Felt like I should be. My talent level was, more than likely greater than the level I was playing at, but that was kind of my journey. And really when I got to summer ball and I got kind of sized up against guys from all over the country playing at big time Division I schools. And not only did I fit in, I stood out. And that's when it really clicked to me that I could, potentially get drafted and kind of go down that route.
Before we talk a little bit about your major league career with the Toronto Blue Jays, the San Francisco Giants, Bo Sox, Colorado, moving on with that. But before we get to that, you haven't been retired from the game for a full year. And Toronto Blue Jays fans loved you as a player, right? With encompassing a lot of Canadian attributes, whether that's the modesty, whether that's the effort, whether that's the compete. But the country fell in love with you again during the World Series when you come on as a television analyst. Like, how seamless was that? Because you made it look fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a learning curve, but I think at the end of the day, being authentic to who I am and what I believe and what I see as a baseball player. And, media was something that I was always interested in, especially towards the later part of my career. I spent a lot of time around, people in a similar position to myself that were doing TV and broadcasting and writers and stuff. And, I asked them questions. So I felt like, and I always, I had good mentors when I was playing and they told me it was okay to have other interests and hobbies outside of baseball. Baseball is what you do. It's not who you are. And there's a lot of time throughout the day that I don't need to be really focused on the task at hand. So, whether it was times in my hotel room, just kind of watching people, after games, listening to people on the radio, but Yeah, I was very fortunate that Sportsnet called me and invited me up to even dating back before I was retired. They asked me to come up and kind of do a little bit of coverage for the World Series when the Dodgers and Yankees played, and I got my feet wet. And it's been a learning curve, just like everything else. But at the end of the day, I'm talking baseball, something I'm familiar with, something I enjoy doing. Um, are there some intricate kind of, tricks of the trade when you get into the media space in terms of sight line and tempo and, communication? Absolutely. But, I kind of remind Sportsnet sometimes too. I'm a former player. I'm always going to be a player. I don't need to be perfect at this. Let me just be my true, authentic self. And I think from the feedback that I've gotten from a lot of people from what I've been able to do, I think that's what they enjoy about it is it's like hearing from a guy who's right off the field. And I don't want that to change now that I'm retired. And it's been about a year since I've been done playing.
Kevin Pillar, check out his podcast. Again, you have perfected that, and you are so authentic, and a terrific job there. But in that World Series, man, the atmosphere was great. You could feel it through the television. I can't imagine living it. But being so shortly removed from the game, was there ever a time where you were looking for your cleats or your glove or something like, hey, I can help?
I think really, honestly, during the postseason is really the only time that, not that I feel like I could help, but I think that's when a little bit of jealousy and I became a little bit envious of the guys being in that position, because that's really what you work your whole life to do, is put yourself in a position to play in the postseason, then ultimately have a chance to play in the World Series, which I didn't get a chance to do. But I've come to peace with the fact that my playing career is over. And a friendly reminder of, like, part of the reasons that, at least mentally, I knew that I couldn't do it anymore was, being there for opening day, which is another time you wish you were playing. But then I was there Wednesday at 12:30 against the Rockies, Kids Day, and I'm watching the guys warm up an hour before the game, and I'm thinking, man, this is just one of, they got about 157 more games. And I'm like, at that point, I was not envious of the guys on the field. And I knew after that game, I was flying home to my family and get a little bit of time to kind of decompress after the opening series and covering the game and kind of get back to normal life. So I feel like I got the best of both worlds, man. I get to, go in for about 30 plus games this year, and then I get a chance to spend a lot of time with my family, coach my kids in sports. So I'm happy with where I'm at.
Okay, we talked about you collegiately. You get drafted into the major leagues. And again, you should never, ever believe everything you read on the internet. But according to Wikipedia, with your first signing bonus, you bought an iPhone with the help of your mom. Is that true or false?
True. Very true. Yeah. I signed for $1,000, lived in the state of California, probably cleared about 500 bucks or so after that. And all I really kind of wanted at the time was a new iPhone. And that was at a time when you could actually go to the store and purchase an iPhone. You didn't have to put it on your plan, your Verizon or AT&T plan, whatever phone service you have, Rogers. So I really wanted just a new phone for, me heading off to, minor league. So my mom kind of loaned me the rest of the money or helped me out. So that is true.
Minor leagues, you make your way through Vancouver, you battle your way up through the AA, AAA system. You get the call to the majors. What was your welcome to the major league moment?
Really just honestly showing up to Toronto. I hadn't had a chance to get there. I wasn't in Major League spring training that year either. So really just being in the locker room with the Major League team. I didn't really have any friends or that familiar faces. I think at that point I started probably following the Blue Jays a little bit more because I knew I was getting a little bit closer. So I knew who they were. They didn't really know who I was. And then, ultimately seeing the lineup card, seeing that I was in the lineup and I was facing primetime John Lester for the Boston Red Sox. So the Band-Aid got ripped off pretty quick. And, I didn't have to wait long.
Which was more memorable? First hit, first home run, first stolen base, or is it like picking your favorite child?
No, really the first hit, because it took me 17 at-bats. So it was more, honestly, it was more of a sign of relief. I think once you're able to kind of get that first hit, whether you settle in or not, but I think there's this sense of feeling like I can do it and I belong. And it took me 17 at-bats to get my first hit, and that was kind of over the course of probably at least a week, because they gave me some run, the first couple of days, and then I was kind of in and out of the lineup. So it took probably about a week of being up there, and it was really difficult to go that long. And I remember getting that base hit like it was yesterday and just getting to first base and feeling like, okay, I do belong, this kind of sigh of relief. And then, it was still kind of an uphill battle, the first really the call up, but I felt like it gave me a lot of clarity of things that I need to work on in that off season. And, luckily I had a chance the following year to get some more major league at bats, and which ultimately led me to get my opportunity in 2015 to start on opening day. And I just felt like I was super prepared for that moment.
So you played with some pretty good teams, including that 2015 team. Did you know how good you were when you got into camp and that carried through the season?
I think there's always an idea. I think, going out and adding a guy like Josh Donaldson and Russell Martin doesn't hurt, right? Yeah. And it took us a while to kind of figure out our identity of a team, who we were, and really around the All-Star break, we went out and made some more additions. And then I think that's when it kind of really clicked to all of us, man, we're really good and we're about to do something special.
So that 2015 season for a lot of us is defined by the bat flip moment. What's your bat flip moment or recollection of that?
Yeah, I mean, just it's the greatest moment of my career, something I wasn't a part of, but just the entirety of the inning, the uncertainty of the rules and the chaos, and then the consecutive errors. And then I just, I remember scoring on Donaldson's kind of jam shot before the bat flip. So at least in a lot of our minds, at least in my mind, like the game was tied. I felt like there was a little bit of a sense of relief that we weren't going to lose this game on something that we hadn't seen before. But yeah, it's still the greatest moment of my baseball career, kind of just having a small part in that and living it in real time. And, the cool thing is I've been able to go back and, watch it many times after. And it takes me back to the greatest moment of my baseball career.
Was that happening in slow motion in front of your eyes, the whole Russell Martin throw to the entire emotion of it all?
No, honestly, the opposite slow motion. It was more fast motion. Like it was just chaos because there was so much uncertainty and the adrenaline was so high. The moment was so big that it was almost impossible to kind of slow things down in that moment.
From one of the best moments, Kevin Pillar, of your major league career to one of the maybe most defining, I would say, of all time, when you were beamed by that pitch when you were with the Mets, what was it, May of 2021? And then you come back 14 days later. I hope I'm not bringing up PTSD, but how in the heck did you do that?
I just had to remind myself, how long I've been playing this game. And at that point, I was probably like 7 or 8 years in the major leagues. And then you think about my journey through the minor leagues, high school, going back to when I was a little kid. And, that's probably, somewhere between 20 to 100,000 at-bats in my lifetime. And it never happened. And I think that's really what I held my hat on was I played this long and it hadn't happened. Is it a realistic possibility in the game? Absolutely. It hadn't happened to this point. And I felt like the sooner I can get back in the box, I didn't have to think about it anymore. It was just kind of just hopping right back on the bike again.
There are always people, though, behind athletes. Did anyone ever say, Kevin, maybe you should double think this, and maybe if you're going to come back, but not this soon?
No, I mean, I think a lot of the Mets training staff, front office staff, coaching staff, they were on board. As soon as I got hit and I jokingly asked to be in the lineup the next day, they knew I was a little bit serious. And then when I went back to New York and had the operation, he told me in 10 days I could be back on the field. And I held my hat on that. I said, I'm going to do everything in my power to get ready. And the Mets were very kind of on board, and they allowed me to come back 10 days later.
Kevin Pillar going to be the special guest at the Regina Red Sox Dinner and Auction April the 25th. If you haven't got a ticket, you want to see this guy because all time he's one of the best and one of the most beloved Blue Jays. What should people know that haven't got a ticket yet, Kevin?
Come out, support the team, the collegiate team, and I look forward to getting up there, sharing some more stories, sharing a little bit more about my journey, and it's for a great cause.
Kevin Pillar, thank you so much for the time. I can't wait to see you, and let's hope there's no more snow up here.
Let's hope not. Appreciate you.
You cut the grass, we'll cut the deal at Brent Agriculture. Get 0% financing for 84 months. Plus, cash rebates and bonuses on select John Deere turf equipment. Save on compact utility tractors, riding lawnmowers, and utility vehicles. Get it from people who get it. Offer ends April 30th, 2026. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
For the leanest, meanest prices in the crop input industry, call John